Strike, Jack. Still proud of my Niners, Jack. Ain't nobody going to change that. No wins, no losses, nothing. That's the way it is. But I am a little disappointed. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. How you doing today, fam? You sleep on it? I ain't mad no more. I'm just frustrated more than anything else. Because the situation is just really disgusting. 49ers versus Seahawks, right? Resulted in a loss in the standings. More Niner player personnel heading to the IR. Meanwhile, it took two guys, Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf, a two-man offensive, which is all he had. That's all he freaking had. And that was enough to prevent the 49ers from moving forward in the win column. Kwon Alexander is no longer a part of the legendary revenge tour that he actually coined that phrase. Him and George Kittle, and George could be the same thing. So, we'll be taking your phone calls today. Discuss the Seahawks contest and the Niners dealing with the Saints. Or should I say, dealing with that trade before tomorrow's deadline, which is really amazing time. Quad's running around tweeting, God is great. You know, this Quad left a team that's like totally becoming apart at the seams to go join the Saints, who aren't. The Saints got injuries, but nothing to compare with the 49ers, right? So they're still rolling, and they're in the thick of things in the NFC South. So Quan's just delighted. Anyway, George Kittle, meanwhile, back at the ranch, right? George Kittle's season could be over, and Jimmy G's is on definite hold. Garoppolo's high ankle sprain clearly requires more rest. That's all there is to it. 49ers, I was checking out, 49ers announcer Tim Ryan was talking about how a high ankle sprain can affect anybody at any position trying to play ball on, right? So, and he goes on to say that injury is more than a challenge that goes twice as much so if you're a quarterback trying to plant and throw. The Tiki Torch Kill Jimmy rallies are going on all over the Niner Empire. I was pissed with Jimmy yesterday. I'm off it. I'm not with you anymore today. Because I'm thinking, good God. Because the way Ryan described it is, you feel like you can work it 1 minute, the next minute, as soon as you start to push on it, the pain comes back. So I'm actually I'm sympathetic toward G. But I'm off. In fact, as I said, dude has my sympathy. You can say, hey, I'm not going to defend him. Say what you want to about him, but count me out. And, man, it is what it is. What's worse, though, is Kittle's foot injury is worse than initially thought. GK will miss 8 weeks, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, because of a fracture that was not revealed in initial X-ray at Century League Field. We watched GK limping off the field in horror after making that 25-yard reception in the fourth quarter on a pass from Nick Mullins. Two guys, two of them useless Hawks hanging on him like curtains, and he's still coming down with the ball. See, that's what I say. The Hawks, they stole one this time, boy. No offense by the 49ers. Who saw that coming? Because it wasn't because of the Hawks' efforts. It was strange. All out of sync. Jimmy out there doing the best he can and failing. And that went on for longer than it should have. Kyle Shanahan should have realized, Kyle, he's not going to go today. Let him sit. Let Nick have the friggin' ball. Kyle, he wouldn't do it. Kyle keeps going. At the same time, as I said, Jimmy G was already on his way to the locker room after re-aggravating his troublesome right ankle after that third sack he endured during the Hawks, by the Hawks. And so now, losing those particular two offensive captains could be a death blow to the 49ers' fading playoff hopes, you think? I don't know, fam. Are we headed for a top pick in the first round of the 2021 draft? Seriously, I don't see how the 49ers actually continue from here, although you look at Kyle Shanahan, and this dude is famous for working with duct tape and glue and making things happen. I just don't know how he's going to do it. Maybe you could shed some light on that tonight. And with all those injuries to multiple other starters this season, the Flyers host the Packers 5-2 on Thursday night. 5-2 means they've been playing pretty good this year, right? a rematch of last season's NFC Championship game, and fam, they are chomping at the bit to get back at the 49ers and they want blood. I mean, they really can't wait to get at us, and we ain't ready. No Nick, no George, no Debo, no Mostert. None of the guys that destroyed them during that game last year. So they're on their own revenge tour coming into Santa Clara this weekend. I'm actually scared. I can't wait until we do the scores. Hey, we're going to do the scores early this week, aren't we? Wednesday night, in fact. I don't even. Earlier today, the Niners traded Kwon to the Saints in exchange for injured linebacker Kiko Alonso and a 5th-round pick. I guess we picked up Alonso just to be picking up another linebacker. Kiko's not going to stay with you more than 5 minutes before he's laying in the dirt, can't breathe. But we got a 5th-round pick, and the 49ers are pretty good with that 5th-round pick, so that's kind of a magic pick for us. Let's see what happens. Because as you know, isn't that the same round that Dre Greenlaw came in? And now it's Dre's to keep. Alexander has missed the past 3 games and been replaced time after time by Dre over the past 1.5 years. And so far as skills, we're probably not going to miss Kwon due to Dre's incredible play. But it's the emotional boost he provided for the team. Kwon was he became the spirit of the 49ers. He was that guy that kept everybody rolling with rage. But GK is just flat out irreplaceable, okay? GK is the 49ers' leading receiver, 37 catches, 474 yards. He was en route to having another one of them GK seasons. He's got a couple of TDs. And the entire offense of which GK's fingerprints are all over all game long, and just about every play he's involved in will struggle, and we know this. And Russel is okay, and of course you got Juice is having a great year, but even though the Niners won back-to-back games during the season in New York while Kittle was sat out with a knee injury, the roster has been further decimated by injuries elsewhere and has little resemblance to last season's Super Bowl group. Think about how many guys, the guys who really were instrumental in last year's win, all of them are sitting down or laying down, whichever the case may be. It's crazy. Jordan Reed could be coming off a week 3 knee injury just in time to replace Kittle, but it might be a long shot. That comeback taking place this Thursday night is what is being said right now. Think about that. No Kittle, no Reed. Kyle's got his work cut out for him and no time to do anything. This could be scary on Thursday night because I don't know if they put in a bunch of plays, but those plays probably involve the people who are sitting down. I mean, Mullins will be fine. I mean, he knows the plays. No George. No George. if Jordan doesn't show up, he resumed practice last week. The Niners' only practice this week will be a half-speed session, and that's going to be tomorrow. Somebody give me a tissue, please. I'll use this. My God, this is worse. It's not been this bad in a long time. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to actually handle this. I mean, 2018 and 2017 we were building. 2018, we're still trying to become whoever we're trying to be. So you kind of accept and expect. But the walls just came crumbling down. Suddenly we're standing there, man. It's like a hurricane came through or a twister. So what? Good God. We're standing here naked. All of a sudden, deep in every position. I mean, we're talking about, we got players to burn, and we burnt them all up, every last one of them. This is crazy. Other tight ends on the roster, Ross Dwelly and Charlie Warner. Charlie's a good blocker. Maybe Kyle can figure something out. We got veteran Daniel Helm is on the practice squad. As for replacing Jimmy G, again, Mullins slots in the starting role. Mullins will probably be okay. We got to remember yesterday what we saw, though, may have not been the kind of defense we're going to see all the time. We'll see. Mullins still did a great job on that defense, but they suck. Even though they were playing trying to play prevent, they couldn't even do that right. Okay, we'll see what happens. But but the good thing about it, maybe though, Mullins regained some confidence in that relief role because he lost some of it against the Eagles. And he probably felt a little down. Mullins led touchdown drives on all three of those fourth quarter series. As I said, albeit against the Hawks defense, it was focused on the clock with a big lead and doing very strange things. Every snap, all of them left the line of scrimmage and got back. I said, who taught? After I look back, that's really funny. You guys aren't going to provide any rush at all, just going to sort of run back. Got a couple of guys up front, you're going to run back and make sure he doesn't make any passes, and he still did anyway. So that's why I said, God, man, you should have just let Mullins play. If Jimmy can't play, he can't play. All right? Don't force it. And Mullins isn't that bad that he's worse than a crippled Jimmy. And by the way, happy birthday to Jimmy G, who turned 29 today. Jimmy, man, I salute the effort, bro. I mean, just don't go outside by yourself, man. They're looking for you. Meanwhile, the 49ers will start the paperwork for two more players going on the IR with a chance that Tevin Coleman returns to it as well. What kind of year is this 2020? Coleman left yesterday's game after aggravating a knee injury that kept him out of the previous 5 weeks. And there he goes again. Fam, it's not looking good in Ninerville. I don't know what to tell you. Normally, I got enthusiasm and hope, and I got optimism going all the time about what the 49ers are going to do next. But this looks real. I don't know that I can remember any time it looked this gloomy before since I started doing this. And I said, even teams that we weren't that good, everybody was there, and you figured there was a chance. Now I look, the starting quarterback, the best tight end, Tevin Coleman's gone, Mostert's gone. You go right down the list. I got Nick Bosa left already. D Ford is still laying up somewhere. I don't know doing what. I got a rookie in the front line. I got Eric Armstead playing all over the line. He's not effective. Fred Warner scared to put Jesus out of me. Like he's laying down like he wasn't gonna be able to come. You see Fred's press conference. He says, "Now I knew when I was laying down there, man. I was gonna get up because my team needs me." Fred, you know it, man. Without you, we're in deep trouble. All right. I'm sure, is he coming back or not? I don't know. He probably isn't going to come back now. Sherman's probably going to go ahead and resign just because he knows this team's in deep trouble. Fam, wow. Wow, Slam it, Robert, thanks, fam. Trade Jimmy G. Nick Mullins will do well against Green Bay. They ain't got no choice. Man. You could probably could get some for Jimmy G. Definitely, as the Ravens, I mean, not the Ravens, but the Belichick could take it back in a heartbeat. Mr. Cotton, is that Cotton? Cotton Muchin. Thanks, Jeff. Healthy or not, Jimmy is not the answer for the 49ers. I'm sorry. No, I understand that sentiment. All I know is I've seen him play better. I might be by myself on that, but I've seen him play a lot better. But right now, no, he's not getting it done. No one says, hey, what do you think about Trey Lance coming to the Niners next year? Who's Trey Lance? Is that a quarterback? Somebody, this looks like one of those names is a quarterback. No one, thanks for the contribution, fam. Here's my biggest problem. Rebel not going to call in tonight. Just wanted to give us a shout out to Tony's point last night and hope Jimmy and Kittle get healthy. Yeah, Tony's right. I don't know how many of us have ever had a high ankle sprain. I don't know what it feels like. All I know is that's not the Jimmy G I remember. I mean, most people who didn't like him in the first place, they look at that as, yeah, that's Jimmy G, he sucks. But I don't know. I've seen him play better. And Tony was right. These judgments are being made to a conclusion jump to, I think, maybe inaccurate. So I'll back it off to kill Jimmy trade. So anyway, you know what? You got another? Anyway, let me go ahead and go to the phone and see what's going on. As I said, I'm not entering any defense for Jimmy tonight. And like others that were on that firm, we've left. We've turned the lights out and closed the shop. It's just no point. Oh God, Marion, come on in, man.
Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, Marion, man, the darkness. Winter. It's funny. Winter's coming. The clouds are setting in. when the sun was shining on the 49ers, all of a sudden it's getting dark out here, bro. What are you thinking? Oh,
Benvenuti.
Barry,
Okay, I don't,
we
maybe
gonna get a
somebody
lot of
got
freaks because our phone number's out there now. But go ahead.
that. Yeah, man. I was pretty pissed yesterday. I didn't feel like talking to nobody,
I
to
hear
be
you.
honest with you,
Well,
because I didn't like
I
the way that
understand.
game was called on both sides of the ball.
Mm.
Uh, I just understand. Well, I know you probably talked about it yesterday, but I don't understand how we drive down the field on the first drive and you call it down wildcat play with the Kingdom. I don't understand that.
Did you
That's
see the press conference? Kyle always indignantly defends himself on those kind of calls. And he said it was a third down situation, and I wanted to put ourselves in position at least for a field goal. And I
yeah. I
thought that
saw that,
I
Cal.
was laughing. I said, Kyle,
I want to slap him. I want to slap him in his mouth. I want to saw him say some stupid crap like that, man. Because I mean, and and, and and then on the second quarter, right before the half, we was trying to get a drive together. And then why the hell you gonna roll Jimmy out just to throw way across the field? You got three Seahawks players over there. The
mm,
Trent Taylor. That
mm,
I just I've had it with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, and I can't so much blame Jimmy. And this is why. You know, well, like you said, we don't know what a high ankle sprain feel like if we never played
and you never
the
had a high
sport.
ankle sprain. Yeah, that's number one.
But
How
what
does
I
that
don't,
feel? Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't want to know. But what I don't like about Kyle Shanahan is I don't like the way he he cuts the playbook down tremendously with Garoppolo, but opens it wide up with Nick Mullins. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? The offense is totally different, and I don't understand the judgment with that. The same way I don't understand how in off season we traded Butler, a person who performed, but you keep Solomon Thomas, a person who didn't perform. So that's $8 million was on the books for a person who did perform. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
stuff like
Solomon's,
that that works
his
my damn
contract was the
nerves.
thing. He's on that rookie contract. That's money they got to pay no matter what. So it wouldn't have been a savings
Well, wasn't Butler
unless they trade him.
on his rookie contract too?
They picked up his fifth-year option. You know what, though? They could have tried to trade Solomon, and they might have, Marion, and that would have taken the money off the 49ers' books.
Yeah, but
But
who the hell wants
otherwise,
Solomon Thomas?
I know. See,
Even
that's
Jesus don't want Solomon Thomas, dude. Come on, man. Come on, Tom.
I know that's what happened.
He's like,
Probably
no, I'm
couldn't get rid of him or Dante. And Dante went out there and got hurt yesterday to make sure they don't trade him.
Well, look, man. Look, I can't. I can't go in with trading Jimmy. A lot of people talk about this trade Jimmy and all that. Look, man, we're in the mid season right now. We're trying to win a game on Thursday night. So we still have the game still has to be played. We still have to be focused and hope for the best. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, how about we just go ahead and trade for Alex Smith? Let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I mean, just saying, man. But I don't know, but I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We may not, and apparently it's one of them high ankle sprains. We may not see Jimmy again this year. 8 weeks.
Yeah, they were
George
saying
is
that he's
eight
gonna be out
weeks. 8 weeks in the
6 weeks.
season. George's supposed to be out
Yeah,
8 weeks. That's it. He's out.
yeah, man. Oh, man, look, man. I don't know, man. I feel like Mike Singletary when he did the first press conference, he was like, I don't know, I don't know. I just,
That's all you can.
it's
That's all I can
bad,
say.
man. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
You know
But
what though?
we'll
One
see.
thing we can look forward to, Marion, is Kyle. This we're gonna get beat to death Thursday night. I'm just gonna tell the truth. But after that, look for Kyle to put his pieces together and figure out something that'll make them competitive. They'll still be tough, but they probably won't win a lot, but they'll be tough. I'm looking forward to seeing who we got, like Warner and guys like that we drafted. I want to see what they got to offer. This will be the only fun thing for us, I think, for the rest of the season, unless something goes strangely correct, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's hard to win games when your defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, put one-on-one coverage on DK Metcalf, and he just
Oh,
run off of 12 catches for 160 yards. And you know what? And one more thing too. And somebody said this on social media. They say, so we just in the draft last year, we just blew by DK Metcalf. We just passed over him. Like
no,
who is
no,
our
no.
doubt?
They took um, um, what's our wide receiver? Now I'm going blank. We took
Third.
no. We took in the same round as DK got drafted in. Oh my God, I see because I never
That
see
was
him anymore.
Debo
Now
took
all of a
second
sudden I can't
round,
remember
right?
his name. What's our crash and booming wide receiver? This good running back body. Um, uh,
Come on, Hurd, right?
no, no,
Jalen
no,
Hurd, who played
no,
for
no, no.
Tennessee.
In the second round. I'm lost for his
Debo
name.
was drafted second
Oh,
round.
thank you, Debo. Yeah, Debo's out so much that I can't remember. We took Debo early in the second round, right? So
Yeah.
Metcalf
Okay.
got taken
Well,
later in that round. Uh,
Nick Mullins is better than Jimmy
well,
Garoppolo.
thank you very much, and go straight to yeah. Uh, let me. Oh, that was I was. Let me, Marion. We gotta go. No, but, I will see you again a lot this week, actually. All right,
All right, man. We'll talk Wednesday, man.
all
I
right.
can't talk tomorrow. We'll talk Wednesday. All right, man.
Night, fam.
All right.
Oh, God. And Paul the Third, thank you, fam. He says, "Sub Ronbo, I'm not high on Mullins. I know Mullins. People are mistaken. Mullins is solid. He's good. Doesn't have this. I don't think he has the same ceiling as Garoppolo. Not a healthy Garoppolo. He's good though, so we might be okay. He took over against the Hawks' fatigue second half D when they been their worst. Hope they're looking for options, maybe a trade. Keep the faith, brother. Thanks, Paul. The 49ers, if they do decide to part with Jimmy, they're probably going to draft a quarterback and maybe in the first round. Could be an exciting draft for us this year. I don't know. Rebel D, thanks. Can we go get Clay Matthews now? I know nobody wants Clay Matthews. I'm kind of surprised by that. He should be playing somewhere, right? Uh, Dion!
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Nothing good, fam. I mean, it's looking crazy out here.
Nothing good at all.
We was like sitting up at the top of the heap with all that talent, and now all the talent's gone. And we're looking about surviving the rest of the season, looking for a top draft pick in the first round, D.
Oh man, this is whew, you know?
Surprise. Strange.
Talk about taking the wind out of your sails there.
All out. We ain't moving. We're just standing still.
Yeah, we're dead
Bobbing
in
in
the
the
water. But this is what I will say. And I know people are gonna, rag on me about this. I'm pretty sure all the haters in the comments right now are gonna rag about this. We have the most competitive division in football.
True. That's true.
Do you know that everybody in our division is at least 500 or better?
We're still in
There
the
isn't another
wild card
division.
hunt. Believe that or not.
We're still in the wild card hunt, technically speaking. The only other division in football that's anywhere near competitive as ours is the AFC North, if I'm not mistaken. We're the
Is that with
Baltimore
Steelers?
Ravens, the
Oh, yeah.
Steelers,
Yeah.
the Browns, and the Bengals. Now, the Bengals are far out of it. They're too far gone. But here's the thing, Ronbo. This is what I want to state. For me, I'm looking at it like this. You got to think about it. Kwon only played 13 games.
I'm not missing Quan for his play. I'm with you on that.
I'm not going to sit up here and lie. And these are just facts. Anybody that wants to be upset or doubt me can doubt me or say something. I don't care. Kwon played 13 games. It's a 16-game season.
He was
The
gonna
only
miss
time
way
that
more.
man only played one full season, 1 year out of his whole career. When we got him, he was injured. He didn't even do training camp. He didn't even do, off-season anything.
Yeah.
He was just a rah-rah kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I like Kwon. I
I do, too.
appreciate the energy.
Same here.
That's all that you were. He did some nice things for us. I appreciate him for reconstructing his contract. I appreciate him for coming back for the playoffs and doing whatever he could.
And then there's
But at
that.
the end of the day, he didn't produce. Let me see
And
this.
Dre
Dante,
outperformed him, basically. We can admit it now since he's gone, can't we?
Dre did a good job. And now you get Kiko Alonso. So I can tell you right now, you know what they did? They said Alshire ain't going to cut it. So if we get rid of Kwon, we get Kiko, we push Dre back over to his normal spot, or at least you put Kiko where Dre was, and line Dre up next to Fred, and then we go from there. But at the end of the day,
I just want to ask you a question on that, though. Did the Saints just push Kiko off on the 49ers? Kiko is just as bad as Kwon when it comes to missing games. Kiko was missing games in Miami. I mean, you're right about the positioning, but Kiko ain't going to be there.
This is
Maybe
money.
5 minutes
It's all
here and there.
about money. It's all about money, Ronbo. You got to remember, next year, Kwon Alexander was a $16.1 million cap hit.
Yep.
And for a dude that's only playing half a season and then only 5 games into a season, I'm not paying you $16.1 million for that.
That's way too much money. We got a 5th-round pick out of it, though, D. And you know how the 49ers are with that 5th-round pick. I'm digging that.
They're good at the later rounds. But long story short, Jerick McKinnon needs to go. Dante Pettis needs to go.
Please.
You need to cut D Ford and just cut your losses because you're not going to be able to trade him. Nobody's going to get that. Take him with that contract. That's just not going to happen.
And get me
to be
another
honest
edge
with you,
rusher.
at this point, what Kyle Shanahan needs to do is stop playing favorites. And I have another quick note on the game. If you notice, DK Metcalf was giving E-Man Mosley the business.
Oh, God, yeah.
Why wouldn't Jason Durant walk over to Robert Saleh and say, I'm just going to take DK?
Why
if
wouldn't
you
who?
noticed, if you look at the game, whenever DK Metcalf was lining up, he was lining up against Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah, he knew.
He gave Mosley problems, and he ate him alive. But you got to think about it. The reason that he did that is because JV wasn't on him. He knew if he had to go up against Jason Verrett, he was going to have a problem. We all know Tyler Lockett was non-existent because K'Wan Williams was in the game. He always shuts down Tyler Lockett. Always. So
that's why I got to be signed next year.
If you go over to Robert Saleh and say, look, I don't care if DK Metcalf is standing in the bathroom taking a piss. I'm waiting outside the stall.
Wear him like a shirt. Wear him like a shirt.
Everything, man. Like that's what you got to do, because you can't allow DK Metcalf to keep running from you, going over to the weaker defensive back and eating him alive. He killed Emmanuel Mosley. He destroyed him yesterday.
And this is the questions that, and even if you're not going to do that, D, we all wonder, why didn't you at least double team him, Robert Saleh? Man, we got to go. That's a conversation we can go on for hours.
Yeah, we're going on all night about this stuff. Thank you for the platform, though. Appreciate what you do, brother. We'll figure out what we're going to do. But remember, guys, we got the pack. We always beat the pack no matter what, at a bare minimum. And then think about it like this, just really quick, simple and plain. We're 3 games into this little gauntlet, and we're 2-1 in it. So we're not doing too bad. Keep the faith, guys. Nick Mullins is going to have to just ride it out and pray to sweet baby Jesus that something works. Thank you, Ronbo. Have a good evening.
Thank you, D. Appreciate you, fam. You know this. He's Niner Gang Podcast. Check him out. Niner Gang, Niner, N-I-N-E-R. Niner Gang Podcast. That's where you find Deep. That's his house. Deep, man, you know, I appreciate you, fam. We'll be back tomorrow because it's going to be a busy week. All right, fam. Looking for you.
All right,
and Rakib. I love to say your name, Rakib. You can tell how I love to play with Rakib. Jumani says, good evening, bro. Stay positive. The damn Giants might beat the Bucks tonight. I know this 2020 is just strange. Things could turn around for the Niners. Stay positive. Rakib, I am. I mean, I need to see what they look like. Right now, I don't know who's going to play. I just don't know who's going to be on the field. So I'm like, wow. I don't know what to think. Otherwise, you know, I'd still be, yo, get them, Niners. I know we got this. I don't know what we got. Matt.
What's up, man?
Matt, mystery team. Who's going to come in through the shadows? My running backs.
You guys both know Nick Mullins is better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, some people think so. don't agree. But go ahead, Matt.
Oh man, what a day! And
Yeah.
today was so rough. It was. Oh, man. I
Well,
got the message about Kwon, and I was surprised. I was like, oh, I knew his contract was a big deal, but yeah,
I yeah, it was kind of surprising, but don't you feel numb after what we've been through this season with all of our players either going down or something weird, and they don't, you know, it's. I read, you know, what's so funny was I read that I actually didn't have any reaction. I said, "Pfft." I couldn't feel it. You know what I mean, Matt? It's like I'm
Mhm.
wondering what's next.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to wonder if they'll make a trade before tomorrow's deadline, like
Uh,
another one, but I don't know.
who would it be? I think I just Dante would. I think they were really working hard to see if they could trade Dante. He doesn't fit the program anymore, right? So, hey, hey, Matt. You know what? You know who's left? Josh Jennings is now in. I mean, he's in play.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Jawan. Okay, we lost Debo already. There goes Pettis. We need another receiver to fill that void. I hope they
right.
bring Jennings in. I want to see. See, it's a fun thing
I
we
like
got
to
to
see
look
him.
forward to, Matt. Some of the players that we're curious about, we'll get to see. Hasty, we've been curious about. It's so funny because I've been such a Hasty fan. He killed momentum with that fumble. You know, okay. Anyway,
Oh my
he's a
God.
rookie. That's okay. I'll get it. It didn't make any difference. The season's toast. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I mean, Pettis, get rid of him. I want trade him for an expired bag of hamburgers, man. I mean, we don't need him for anything. I mean, we might not even get a seventh round pick for him. He's just so bad that, and then he just, I had, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had high expectations. Like I was like, they drafted him. I was like, you know what? He could actually be pretty good. And then
Same here.
no, I was just
He
no.
looked good at
Yeah.
Washington. Guy was tough.
Hmm.
I'm talking the NC2A leader in returns, and he showed promise that first year. So we were all fooled. He should have been a lot better. I don't know what happened to him. Something broke down in his
Yeah,
mind or something.
something happened. I don't know what it was.
Pain. He's not ready for them hardcore hits of the NFL. I'll tell you, remember he got hurt right from the beginning of the season. Remember they stretched him out on a couple of plays? He missed about 2 or 3 weeks. He came back and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
looked good and hasn't been the same since.
yeah. Yep, yep.
So it's an issue that we're not going to be able to get over.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I s- go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just you go ahead.
No, I still think the 49ers are going to assemble some kind of a team because we don't. As long as Kyle's there, we question him when he does weird things, but we still have to respect the fact that he can make a team out of a bunch of scrubs and has-beens. In this case, well, the other thing that Mostert comes back. Maybe you get Jordan Reed back. Debo will be back. That's still a team that, if they could come back within the next 2 weeks, could still raise hell. Defensively, yeah, well, they looked good on defense yesterday for the first few minutes until they realized that the offense wasn't here to play today, and they sort of ran out of steam because they were on the field too long. I mean, Matt, we might be okay, not like we thought we were going to be, but we might still be competitive. I guess we should wait. Don't fall all the way down yet. Don't let the long face hit the floor. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And you guys got to remember. You guys got to remember that when Jimmy went out for the whole year with the ACL, we had a couple of surprising wins. Like we beat Denver and we beat Seattle late in the year with Nick.
Yeah, that
And we
was
beat
Nick.
Oakland, of course.
Yeah.
And Kyle Shanahan, he's a fighting team. He's not giving up. He's not saying, "Oh, we're tanking, we're tanking."
No,
He's fighting.
it's his job. He cannot give up. So we'll
Yeah.
just see. I think we're a little depressed because we lost so many starters, and all of them were like
Yeah.
high-level starters. So
Yeah.
we'll see. All right, Matt. I'll be back tomorrow looking for you, okay?
All right.
All right,
Good night.
man. Have a good night.
You too.
Ah, God. And Bot says Jimmy Hate Train is fun, but he is our guy. He pro- he proved he's our guy. He proved himself taking us to the Super Bowl while healthy. He will never be an elite quarterback, but he wins games. And this is the thing. Jimmy Garoppolo wins a lot more than he loses. And this is what I'm looking at. I don't know if it's him or the team around him, but he's a winner under normal circumstances. So that's why I'm saying I don't know about just getting rid of him and bringing somebody else in, because you could bring in an absolute loser, and that we don't need no more of that. Hey, $1, Bill, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will, it's I'm a little more comfortable than yesterday, but still feeling anxiety. What are you feeling today?
Well, I tell you what, it's tough right now, but we still got to fight to the end.
Eight more games.
We got so many injuries right now. It just makes you sick. I mean, when you look at the injury list, it looks like a fucking Pro Bowl team. So, what we just got to do, man, is keep fighting. I mean, we still at 500. We still got a chance. And John and Kyle, they're not just gonna let this team just tank or anything like that.
No, we don't do that. It's just not a part of tradition.
No, they're gonna keep fighting. Still got a chance to claim a 7th spot. But I was watching something earlier today before this game tonight, which really makes sense and it tells a whole lot of truth. And I think Steve Young and Booger McFarland and Adam Schefter is right. And I really believe this is that Kyle Shanahan is not running the system that he wants to run in San Francisco because of Jimmy G. And I really believe that. Steve Young and Booger McFarland were talking on the Monday Night Countdown pregame show. Kyle Shanahan has set up a offensive scheme for Jimmy G, but it's not the scheme that Kyle Shanahan wants to run. Kyle Shanahan wants to run the scheme that Matt Ryan and Julio had in Atlanta, but he can't because of the quarterback play of Jimmy G. You don't see Jimmy G throwing the ball down the field. You just don't see it. We didn't even see it last year when we made our Super Bowl run. So, I think that's what it is. Kyle is not comfortable with Jimmy G. Now, don't get me wrong. Jimmy G is a winning quarterback. The scheme that Kyle made for Jimmy, it helped Jimmy to win football games. It do. But Kyle want to run his offense that he runs in Atlanta. Now, you got to understand the outside zone scheme run, that's part of the – but you notice when Kyle Shanahan was in Atlanta and he was the OC, not only was they running the outside zone scheme, they were throwing deep balls. They were throwing the ball, man. They were slinging it with Matt Ryan. And you had Julio. You had Devontae Freeman, Coleman, all them guys. They were slinging it in that offense down in Atlanta. I'm talking about deep balls and everything.
I just want to ask you one thing about that, though. But we just now got a receiving core. We had nothing like Julio and Sanu and Gabriel. We just now are assembling a wide receiver group. I really don't think you can sling the ball unless you got the talent to get it. I mean, thinking.
Yes, you can. You got Debo out here. You got IU. You got playmakers. You got playmakers on the team now, Ronbo.
This year,
and he's right this year. But he's still not slinging the football. He's still holding the ball. He's still throwing intermediate passes. I mean, Bourne was wide open on a deep ball in the game yesterday. Jimmy
can't. You know what? Jimmy cannot throw deep right now. He can't. Jimmy's lucky to get that ball midfield. That foot is bad.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Kyle Shanahan.
But do you think it's entirely? Do you think it's entirely due to Jimmy's ability, or the injury? See, these are things I'm struggling with. Yeah.
Correct. That's what it is. He's not. He's not. He's not going to throw the deep ball. He's scared, Ronbo. He's scared he's going to throw an interception.
Or
That's what
can
he's
he?
scared of.
I don't even think he can plant. I don't think he can get that much boost behind that shot. I just don't.
It's a little bit of both.
Incapability is part of it too. But I mean,
It's a little bit of both. The ankle is the ankle, and as well as his gameplay. It is. And Kyle, and you can just tell. You can look at his offense and tell it's not the same system that Kyle was running.
No, that's for sure.
It's not.
No.
So Kyle wants. Steve Young said it. Steve Young was right on the money. Kyle Shanahan wants to run the offense that he had in Atlanta, but he can't because Jimmy G he's not the quarterback for it. Now, I mean, if Jimmy G stays, that's fine. But Jimmy G gonna have to get it together. But I do see the front office looking for a quarterback after this season.
Before we run out of time, though, who would you get? This is the thing that scares me. If we bring an absolute dud in and does a worse job, I'm going to be so upset. Who are you bringing in?
Well, I mean, you just have to take it. I'm just saying if. I'm not saying this is going to happen. But people are out there are saying Matt Ryan. People are out there saying Matthew Stafford.
Oh, these guys have been losing, but these guys have been losing for years. Anyway, we're going to see what they do.
Matthew Stafford don't have an offense. He don't have no. All he got is Marvin Jones. That's all he got.
Yeah, but he had three guys who were just tough. What's that dude's name? Starts with a G. What? Anyway, he's had some horses. Hey, we'll see though, because everybody could be right. I think it's Garoppolo's ankle. I've seen him throw deep. We don't have the receivers that Matt Ryan had. There's some things that I think need to be considered before we make any crazy moves. But we'll see.
Well, why Kyle Shanahan haven't gotten players to do that?
He's been trying. We've had some fails. But anyway, we could go into this for 2 hours. We're going to make this a subject one evening. All right, maybe tomorrow. All right? You got to go now, though.
All right, man. But I'm telling you, Ronbo, that's what it is, man. I'm telling you, bro. Kyle Shanahan is not. He wants to run that offense in Atlanta, but he can't because
go.
All right. I will. I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man. Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's me. That's me, man. That was me. I was talking to my daughter, man. That's my bad, bro.
Okay. Don't.
All right,
okay. All right, guys. All right. Night, Bill.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right. I remind you, guys. That was us. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Mr.
You unmuted me.
Yeah, I know. I just found out. I know that voice. Hold on a second, fam. Mr. Cotton Muchin. I'm going to pronounce Cotton Muchin. Jimmy cannot throw the ball, deep ball. That's why we lost the goddamn Super Bowl. Hello. Yeah, that's I can't argue that. That was definitely a missed shot. All right. And it sounds like Sean. I thought so. Sean. What's up?
Yo. Hey man, I didn't unmute myself. You unmuted me, man.
No, I know. I just got word that was us. My apologies.
Okay. Hey, no, it's all good. You caught me off guard. I was talking to my daughter.
You was talking nice, so anybody go call the police on you.
Yeah. I try to, man. You know, them girls, you got to be gentle with them, man. You can't treat them like boys like that. You can't talk to them like young men. You know what I mean?
It's true. Give me 50 push-ups. There you go, do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sean, come on in, man. What are your feelings on this current misery we're enduring?
First things first, I don't know what caller it was. I think he might have his own YouTube channel where he's saying why wasn't Barrett on DK.
Dion, that was Dion.
Yeah, for one, if you go back and watch the film, Jason Barrett was actually trying to jam him at the line of scrimmage, and he pushed Barrett down to the ground. And Saleh said, "Okay, that's a wrap on that." You know, that ain't gonna. He's not gonna allow that to happen. That's why E-Man had to, do what he could. It wasn't what we wanted to see, but that's why Emmanuel Mosley was consistently on DK, because once Saleh seeing
DK push Brett. You know, Brett's not a big boy. He's not a strong guy either. He's just quick and got good feet. You know what I mean? So there's no chance he's going to hang out with DK on that one. As far as, you know, Jimmy G, like I told you before, I'm done defending Jimmy G. I'm not going to do it anymore. You know, and speaking of throwing a deep ball, even when I was defending Jimmy G, I would always say he couldn't throw the deep ball, and everyone wanted to throw in my face, either when he was with the Patriots and what he did to Arizona, or they want to say, well, look at this Saints game. Okay, those were 2 games. Cool, I got you. George Kittle, man. Look, I love me some Kittle. We all love Kittle. We want him to be around for a long time, but they got to do something where they can't be running that man into the ground like that. Do you understand, Ronbo? He's only had 1 full season that he's played.
Healthy.
1 full season, Ronbo.
And he wasn't healthy then, Sean.
One complete.
Playing with a flat jacket. Ribs was broke.
Yeah. So I mean, we have to, and I understand they're trying. They brought in Jordan Reed, and they're, you know, Dwelly put on a little bit more muscle. Dwelly's got a little bigger, but we can't run this man into the ground. You know, I hate to say it, and it's an awkward thing to say, but you know, the tight end is the face of our franchise. You know what I'm saying? We can't run him into the ground like that. We just can't. We can't run him into the ground like that. Another thing I want to say real quick: where was Tavarius Moore? Where was he at?
I don't know.
Where was he at?
I don't know what Solid in the company are thinking. You got speed like that. You need to put somebody who can keep up with him. And no,
he's got
Tavarius Moore.
Tavarius Moore, he got 4.3 speed.
I know.
4.32 is what he ran. 4.32.
And he's watching the game from the side.
In the last couple of games, he's been playing lights out. Okay, as far as what Jimmy Ward's been doing, yes, he had a nice 2019 campaign, but he ain't done nada in 2020. Okay, when in situations like that, Ward ain't doing what he's doing. Pull him like you'll pull anybody else. Stop this loyalty campaign, Shanahan. Stop it, please stop it, man. And another thing, I know a lot of people are getting upset with Kyle Shanahan's play calling. Here's the thing: when Kyle Shanahan calls a play and it works, it's beautiful. But if it doesn't, everybody hates him. You know what I mean? So we got to tighten up, because there's a lot of things that Kyle Shanahan does that we're like, wow, that was magical. But if it wasn't working, he's just as mad.
It's true.
Yeah, you know,
we always do that, though. We always do that.
Yeah. So I mean, Kyle Shanahan, look, he's a guy that's, you know, willing to take risk, and I know sometimes it seems like boneheaded calls, but there's been times where he's had some boneheaded calls, but they worked. They've worked. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you know, he's a genius. Though when he makes a bad play call, he'll soak it up and say, you know, that's all me. It starts with me. Okay, I get it. But he's had some questionable decisions where we're like, ooh, I can't believe that worked. You know what I mean? He's a genius. You know what I mean? So
he's gonna do things that aren't always gonna work, and there's no point in us going nuts and saying things like he sucks. He didn't always suck. You know, that failed, but most things actually worked.
And as far as who was the last caller that I interrupted on accident? Was that Dollar Bill Will?
Yeah, that was Will.
Was that? Yeah. So real quick, I know you have a lot of calls, man. It's Monday, but you know what? He's man. I hear what he's saying on that, man. As far as Kyle Shanahan and certain things that he wants to call, he's had to make some adjustments around Jimmy G. And look, man, Jimmy G ain't the guy. And I know people want to say, you know, well, when Nick Mullins came in, the guys was tired. They were this, they were that. My man threw for over 200 yards in the fourth quarter. Get off me.
That was special.
You know what I'm saying? Get off. I mean, come on, man. I mean, look, Jimmy G's going to be out. We ain't got no choice but to roll with Nick Mullins. Now, let's really see what he has. He has another year under his belt. As far as, look, Kyle Shanahan's going to turn him loose. He's not going to want to drop a dub to Green Bay. He's not going to want to do it. Yeah. He's not going to want to do it. Nick Mullins knows this is his opportunity. This might be his only last opportunity to show that he's a starting caliber quarterback. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's going to come out with his hair on fire, man. So let's just enjoy it. We're still at we're still a 500 ball club, man. Yeah. Let's just see what happens.
And we'll see.
See what happens.
Good observation, Sean. You're always good to hear from you.
Yeah.
We're going to go, and if you get a chance, get on back here tomorrow. See what we got going on.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Yes, we got. Hey, And Niner Bot says we're gonna trade Jimmy for Hoyer, and goes back 2017. That would work. Woo, man, we got problems. Hey, Mark, come on in, Mark. Oh God, Mark is the president of Kill Jimmy Club. Mark, let it out, let it all out.
I'm with the man, the Mr. 49er fan legend, Ronbo. Hit that light. Man,
Thanks, man.
Ronbo, man, look, all this, I'm happy we all on the same. This protecting Jimmy, man, listen, I like Jimmy. I want to see him do good, but, man, I'm just beating a dead horse. He's not it. Supporting him, as long as he's wearing that red and gold, I'm going to support whoever it is. That don't mean I can't sit here and say he ain't it.
He messing up, yeah. I agree.
Right, my eye test tells me otherwise he's not it. When I say he's not it, he's not our consistent quarterback, guys. Yes, Jimmy has had some great games. Yes, Jimmy has thrown a deep ball or two, but no one can sit here and tell me 3 games in a row or anything where Jimmy's lit it up. He had a good game against New Orleans. He had a good game against the Cardinals. I'm talking about where he's lit it up. He hasn't had too many games where he's shown that he's a franchise quarterback. He's rode the team, and, we didn't like hearing it when Stephen A. and there. We all sat here and dumped it because we were winning. But the truth is told when you're fucking losing, and we're losing. And that's just what it is. When you're losing, you're going to stop. The euphoria wears off, man. And that's where we're at with it. When I look at the eye test, Jimmy's not it. He's not the only problem, but he's not it. He's not the guy I want to see my quarter. I don't care. Jimmy's going to have a whole season of just lighting it up before I believe it's it. He's written off for me, period. It ain't nothing he can do. It's going to take a whole season of lighting it up. Man, I thought the defense was trying to, the first couple drives, they did good, and we just couldn't. We just couldn't turn around and capitalize. And that was the game. When we couldn't capitalize on it, the first we 3 and out, that was it. You can't get Russell Wilson a couple times. Just go back and look at some tape, or look at the pictures or whatever they show him on the sideline and correct yourself. You're not going to be able to win the game with that guy if you're not going to capitalize on the mistakes they make, man. DK is a monster, bro.
Hell yeah. I was high on him before the season started. I like Debo.
We both were.
But I says, man, DK Metcalf, that's a machine. And sure enough, he is.
The only reason why Debo can kind of balance out when you start saying, should we have drafted DK, is because of Kyle Shanahan and what he does with Debo.
Yeah, diversity.
Outside of that, outside of that, receiver for receiver, long haul, DK is going to be that guy. But yet, at the flip side of that, we really don't know what Debo can do when it comes to actual receiving because he hasn't had anybody to really get him the ball stretching the field. All we got is a couple slants. So we don't know, man. We really have our receiving core, to me, on paper, they look solid, man. We just don't have the offense to really run it to see what they can do downfield. We just don't.
But does I don't know. But does anybody wonder if some of what you're seeing with the receivers, that is also their strengths? I mean, what Debo does right now, that is perfect for him. I mean, his hardcore running style, his ability to break tackles and stuff like that. I mean, he might be a guy that can go downfield, but I think we overestimate some of the guys' ability to go downfield. This is why when Will mentioned Julio and all those guys, well, God, if I had Julio, I could throw downfield, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if last year we had 3 guys. We had KB, Emmanuel Sanders, and who was the third party? Debo. That was our crew. I understand the blame on Jimmy, but I still think if I put Jimmy on the field with Julio and some of those other guys, I wonder how he'd do.
He wouldn't do good, Ram. He's not going to get on the ball.
Well,
or these guys are going to be double covered. He's going to be throwing picks trying to get on the ball. Let me ask you a question. Do you think you take Brandon Ayuk, Kendrick Bourne, just those 2 alone, and put them with Tom Brady, put them with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, Brady had
Kendrick Bourne and Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne and Brandon Ayuk. What do you think Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson would do with Kendrick Bourne and Brandon Ayuk.
We got to go, but I just know this. Last year, Brady was frustrated with the receiving group, and I don't know if. Well, you know what? We're going to see.
But
He might be gone. But what I do worry about, and I want everybody to think about this: who you bringing in? This is the thing that scares me to death. Who you bringing in? Not Jimmy leaving
Anybody
so
but
much.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, then that could be
Anybody but Jimmy Garoppolo.
Fam, that could be a disaster
And what
too.
I mean by that is, if you're gonna make this money and you're gonna hold up my team, get off my team. I want to know is next guy up.
All right. We got to go, Mark. Let's continue tomorrow because everybody's got a lot to say tonight because we're heated. It's going to be tough, but we got to cut it short. All right. Night, Mark.
All right.
Oh, God. All right. Nine about says we got to trade Jimmy for. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Hey, and we're going to the UK. Hey, hello, who's this?
Man, you know who the one and only is, baby.
Jack, we never knew who you are anymore. You're shifting IDs. Jack, come on in, man. I know you got something to say. Jack, please, we're getting the F-bomb tonight way too much. So, please, guys, can I get you to refrain, please? You could use a little profanity, but don't go the F-bomb. That's just so deep. We got youngsters listening, okay? Please, guys. All right, go ahead, Jack.
I got mixed emotions about Jimmy G tonight. I kind of feel like Ronbo tonight. Shout out to my boy, Sean the jeweler, businessman, we think alike. So, yeah, good stuff. Dollar Bill Will, I think he's speaking out of emotion tonight. But, just imagine that Jimmy G, if you notice, like for the first 5 games he came into with us, he just startled everybody. Wow, what the hell's going on? What if Jimmy G took us to the Super Bowl once every other year and he tanked it the following year? Would you accept that, Ronbo?
Kinda, because I figured there was reasons other than just Jimmy.
The dude gets hurt.
You know what that tells me though? He is actually capable of getting you to that level, and if you do fall out, because no team goes back every year except for the Patriots, right?
I feel like Terrell Owens as well, man. That's my quarterback, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we got mixed emotions about Jimmy, but we're gonna be all right. I think Jimmy's gonna rebound off of this and come back stronger like he always does. Sometimes he needs a little break, and I think his ankle was a little worse than we all thought. But man, I honestly think we should just go all out like the Panthers did this year on defense and just hit it big in the draft. Just go get as many draft picks as we can and just go all defense. Get a couple old linemen in the free agency. We're good on offense. You know what I'm saying? And unless we hit, like, obviously an all-star QB in the draft, then get him. You feel me?
Yeah. I do.
But Tavares Moore, Sean the jeweler, Tavares Moore, you took the words out of my mouth, man.
Yeah, with all that speed, he would have been ideal yesterday. Yeah.
Dude, it's like Bill Belichick, man. Take this guy out the frame. You got Tavares Moore and one of the cornerbacks who are pretty good, and we would have shut them. We would have beat them with Jimmy G if we would have put Tavares Moore. And I'm tired of Jimmy Ward. I used to be a Jimmy Ward fan. He doesn't make any plays. He's not around the ball. I think he's only made like 2 interceptions his entire career. So he just irritating the hell out of me.
In fact,
man.
I think Tavares has got as many as INTs as Jimmy has his own career already. Doesn't Tavares have about 2 or 3 INTs? I know he's got a couple.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's 4:00 in the morning. It's good to hear you guys straight away when I wake up. I like this stuff, waking up early and stuff.
Right.
London is about half an hour, a nice drive. So the city I'm talking about. So, we're about to go into second lockdown in England on Thursday. So the whole
I saw that on
country,
CNN.
the province of England is about to be locked down. So I'm just taking my last days as we can. So lastly, man, let's just, we need intelligent players with balls. You know what I'm saying? We need people that are smart and got the tenacity. You know what I'm saying? Like Dante Hittner. Somebody that's just gonna go in there fearless and just do the damn thing. It's like the women. It's like I tell the women. If you ain't got a master's degree, please don't mess with me. You guys have a
Hey,
great
Jack,
night.
you should have a button
Ronbo!
on your car.
Ronbo!
Yes. Who's that? That sounds like Trez.
Rumble, I don't
Yes.
mean to cut in. I know you said don't take yourself out of mute. But I want to say what's up to my boy Jack. It's been a long time since I talked to him. What's up, Jack? What's going on, my brother?
The original, the one and only. It's your boy. You know how we do it. Hey, man, listen, man. I miss you, bro. I'm telling you, we all going to hook up soon. I'm going to fly you guys out very soon in London when this pandemic's over. We're going to hook up and have a great time. Watch NFL game in Wembley Stadium when the 49ers come to London. I think we should bring the whole crew out here. And, man, all I got to say is, dude, I'm one of Terez's finalists for the Hall of Fame to be as a caller on the show. Talk to me, Terez.
All right, guys.
I totally agree, Jack. I totally agree.
Guys, we got
And finally, man, you have a good night.
All right.
But Terez, Ronbo, why'd you have to put Terez on with me, man?
I know Trez. He's been laying and waiting for you. Jack,
No,
you have a great day. We're going to go. All right, man.
All right, peace.
Bye.
All right, Terez.
Trez was just ducking in for a minute. We'll go back. Hey, Jay.
Rambo.
Hey, well, Jay, you big wheeling tonight, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, you know I'm rolling, just like them Niners.
Jay, that's the funny thing about it is, I know I'm going to probably be all right come game time, but right now, I'm looking at everybody leaving like school just got let out, and I'm thinking, this is not a good look for the 49ers. Do we have two running backs? I think we might. Jerick McKinnon's playing half speed, and you still got my boy, although he hurt my feelings with that fumble. But the thing is, I think he's going to be okay. He had to get that out of his system. And wide receiver room, George Kittle. Man, Jay, talk about it, man. What's up?
This is great, wonderful, man. I love it.
Draft pick?
Love it. Draft pick, all that, man. I just, we ain't no Super Bowl team. Come on, man. I know we the favorite.
No, I didn't want to go to the Super Bowl.
Get it down.
I agree.
We don't need to go to the playoffs. We don't need to win another game the rest of this season.
Good point.
We just need to tank.
Just be competitive.
You know what I mean?
Just don't embarrass themselves. Yeah.
That's it. Just look good losing. That's all. That's all we need right now. Look good losing. We ain't healthy enough.
Jay, I'd be 8-8 be fine. That's all I want. Just 8-8.
No, I don't want 8-8. I want 4-12. There ain't no reason. What we going 8-8 for?
I mean, just so we can have a little fun watching, because they ain't going to the playoffs with 8-8. Maybe, I better be careful. 7-9.
Then I'll pick. Then we picking pick number 19, pick number 17.
We can trade up.
We in the middle of the pack.
We can't trade up no more.
But just say we get pick number 5 or something. It's easy to trade up number 1 from pick number 5 than pick 17 to number 1. You know,
we just got an extra pick
it's gonna
at
cost
number
a whole
5.
lot more.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, you know what I mean? I mean, we done seen Jimmy all the last 4 years. We've seen him in New England. He won. Man, Jimmy is just, it is what it is. It's time to cut the cord, let him go. You know what I mean? And that's what they're going to do. They clearing salary cap. They let Kwon go. Now you let $27 million when Jimmy go at the end of the season. So trade Jimmy Ward. And try trade D Ford. Try trade. It's time to cut the fat. You know what I mean? It's time.
That was a mistake. Played how many games for us last year? 5 or 6. Then came back for the playoffs, and then left. Yeah, Jay,
we might have to see his contract.
We might as well start talking about this now. Who are you bringing in for the quarterback? The thought of this concerns me. I don't want a guy that comes in and is worse than Jimmy. And there's a real possibility of that happen. So
ain't nobody worse.
I know everybody believes anybody worse than Jimmy, but man,
Kyle too good. Kyle too good. Long as he got a quarterback that's mobile, decent, mobily, and got a strong arm that can, throw down. Y'all just look at it. Look how many young quarterbacks is out there in the league right now with the new rules. Is out here. Look at Daniel Jones tonight. Daniel Jones was out there dropping. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
But here's the thing: Kyle's gonna make this guy stay in the pocket, because I don't know if everybody remembers, but when Jimmy G first came, he didn't play like he did after he learned Kyle's playbook. This is what concerns me. Kyle, he almost handcuffs his players after they do that. Matt Ryan worked because Matt Ryan's kind of like that. He doesn't want them run or move. He orchestrates pretty well from the pocket. But man, Jimmy used to feel pressure. He didn't even look at him. He'd move away from him. He'd direct his receivers. He'd find them. And then he comes Kyle Shanahan's quarterback, and all of a sudden, boom. And maybe for that reason, though, the offense doesn't fit him either. So maybe I could go along with that. Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look what Kyle did with RG3. It wasn't all that, it wasn't restricted.
It was designed
he couldn't
for him.
throw down the field.
Yeah,
he had some running plays in, but RG3 threw down the field, threw deep balls. I stay in Washington, D.C., so I seen what he did with RG3. It's just like Jimmy can't read the defense.
Didn't he also
that's the bottom line.
Didn't he also have, who was his wide receivers? I'm looking at the wide receivers.
He had Pierre Garçon.
What's that, speedster?
Santana, was it Santana Moss they had?
They had him, and also they had a 4-3 guy. So that's what I don't know. I just think we're all jumping to a conclusion where we need to get the right receivers.
Ronbo.
Too. I'm not saying Jimmy's
receivers.
great, but I'm saying give me more than Kendrick Bourne and Debo's not an accident deep threat. He's an all utility man. You got Ayuk, who's not developed yet. I need to see a veteran top receiver and then see what he does. I mean,
What Ayuk do and Kendrick Bourne do in the fourth quarter last week? I mean, Sunday. They were showing out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's
Once
true.
Big Mullen started throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, I know. Jay, we're out of time,
Did
though.
we just
Everybody wants some tonight. But I agree.
Alrighty.
This argument here, we could go on all night with everybody. Everybody's talking about the same thing. We're going to have to do tomorrow night's show entirely on this matter.
Oh, yeah.
right,
You
Jay.
already know how we always feel. Legendary Kwon, my man. We still going to run it back for you. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback. Let's get it.
Bring him on.
2021 Super Bowl.
All right, fam. All right, Jay, love you, man.
Have a blessed night, Rambo.
There's that horn. There he goes, rolling down the road. Hey, Clarence.
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, I didn't hear the unmute. I didn't hear the unmute, so I figured I'd wait for it.
Well,
How you
Clarence,
doing today, sir? I know what a difference a day makes, right?
It's a rough day. I just figure it'll get better because it's already hit rock bottom. So there's that to look forward to. And we don't know what's going to happen Thursday night. I just can't imagine. Try to picture it in your mind, Clarence. What are you looking forward to? What do you expect?
What team are we going to field on Thursday?
What's what?
What team are we going to field on Thursday?
I know. That's what's making me crazy. I said,
Was it Will tonight that said everybody that's on the IR we could have a Pro Bowl team out of that?
I know. You could.
Wholeheartedly agree.
You could.
That's crazy.
Look at that IR.
But my feeling is I was watching the tape today and everything else. I don't know. It seems like Jimmy doesn't know how to go through his progressions anymore. He's so scared of something. I don't know. Because he missed a lot of open.
Yeah. You know what? It looks like to me, what I can see, once Jimmy G gets down, he got sacked 3 times, right? Once it looks like that, because he looked really like he was having fun against the Rams. What's the other game? He looked like he was okay.
And then the Patriots.
Patriots, yeah. He was okay there, too. Soon as that frontline offense gets breached, Jimmy falls apart. I don't know if it's because he's worried about that ankle, and sure enough, he was right. That ankle went out on him. He's fearful, I think, because he's in pain, and he can't afford to get hit. And so he gets a little nervous there and gets rid of that ball, but often not set, not gone through enough progressions, like you're saying, and he's in a hurry. And that looks like a frazzled quarterback, which he cannot afford to be. He gets judgments like he's getting now. Yeah.
And I was saying, the other day when I called in, they could attack those edges. They didn't. A, they didn't do that. B, And then I don't know, that game was horrific to say the least.
That
But
was terrible.
in my opinion, they need to at least think about if they don't get anybody in free agency like a Stafford or a Rodgers or even a Ryan, they need to think about grooming the new guy, getting somebody in the draft. I like the kid from Alabama and the kid from BYU. Obviously, I like Trevor Lawrence and Trey Lance, but chances are, unless we totally crap the bed, we're not going to see those two guys to get a shot at them. So I'm thinking that.
And
so I've been
it's
time to watch film again.
Yeah, it's
on
a
college
2-year
quarterback.
Yeah, it's a 2-year project though. That's what bothers me. And Shanahan's offense, nobody's going to come in and just get it right away, right? So the kid's got to go through being a rookie in the NFL and getting used to the speed, trying to learn Shanahan's offense. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that means we're back at square one again, as we were in 2017, basically. We're not going to be able to sign all the guys we got now. This is why I really
although
hate...
we're getting rid of guys, so I would, they're already starting to plan per se for the future. Because like I said, Steve Ford gone, Rich Sherman's probably going to be gone, Tart will probably be gone, Ward probably be gone, because all these guys are on 1-year contracts. So
sure, and everybody's not going to get renewed.
They're going to get some cap space back.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of who you sign, who you draft, and I think this is going to be the what do you call that penultimate type of deal where this is going to show what Kyle and what John really have in their bag. What can they do? Because do we know really?
Peters.
We know Kyle picked CJ and Mullins. Obviously, Mullins has worked out. CJ, not so much.
Yeah.
But does Kyle really have his quarterback? Like they were saying on Monday Night Countdown tonight, and I heard that earlier today too as well. He's not really running his offense yet.
No.
Which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
If he actually was running his offense, we could be very well be in the hunt. But right now, like I said, we're treading water, unfortunately, and we need to keep the faith like we always do because we are the faithful.
True. You know what though? I just wish. What's his name? Jalen. The wide receiver that hasn't been able to play for us for the last couple of years. Jalen Hurd. This kind of receiver was something that had to pan out and didn't. Debo plays a role, and he does it well. Jalen Hurd, Kyle, I read something on him. They had a plan for him. Some of these things that aren't coming together.
Drafted him in the third if that wasn't the case.
Yeah. Some of the things that are happening aren't exactly as they seem. So I know it's all Jimmy's fault to most degree, but not all of it. Guys, we got to go though. Let me see tomorrow. I'm gonna come back tomorrow because we're a short week anyway before the game.
You coming back tomorrow?
Yeah, they extend this conversation.
What's the topic for tomorrow?
It's probably gonna be Jimmy G or not to Jimmy G. Yeah. I just want to look at all the variables and make sure that the picture is clear. Is it only Jimmy G that's the problem here? If everybody thinks they're concerned about the downfield shot, is that it? Is that all we're talking about missing from Kyle's game? We'll think about it. Let's talk about it tomorrow. All right. Clarence.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, God bless you, sir, and we'll try to talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Appreciate it, Clarence. Thanks, man.
Take care. You have a good one.
And Michael Pringle says, we need a new quarterback coach. Shane Day is not helping. All 3 quarterbacks are regressing. Day was a tight end coach. What could he teach Jimmy when Day's learning himself? Oh, God. Mark, so basically Jimmy sucks when he had to think. Thanks, Mark. And thanks, guys, for your contributions. Norm! Hey, Norm?
And Norm is in the building.
I knew you would be, Norm, because you click in. Norm, come on in.
I click in. You feel me? You know how to tap in this Monday. It's Monday. Victory is my victory Monday. I still got that bottle of wine from yesterday.
And raw as it be. Go ahead, Norm, because tonight it's a Jimmy G roast, along with we lost Kwon Alexander, and who's going to suit up for Thursday night's game? What's on your mind?
Man. So what's on my mind this Thursday is about who's gonna step out and really step up on Thursday against these Packers. Because that defense, we always have a good run on, have a good number on their run defense. So, but now we got a quarterback who's not as timid to get it out in the air as we've had. So, but shout out to Jimmy G, man. You know, I'm still wearing the shirt, so I'm not gonna talk too much smack about Jimmy G, man. You know, I can't. There ain't no Nick Mullins shirts at Target, so
See,
I'm still
his shirts
rocking.
only
I'm
from
rocking with
high-end
everybody on the
stores.
squad, straight up. No, Jimmy's ankle is. I think that's a big problem for him. And like just yesterday, it was just too many mistakes by a hell of people on the team that just cost us the game. It wasn't the injury. I know I was putting the blame on the injury, but it was hella much more than just the mistakes that they made, and turnovers
Yeah.
they caused.
And that's what they supposedly they're good at. Hawks, they do get the turnovers. So, they got them
Well,
on us.
I think with Thursday, whoever minimizes those turnovers is best suited for the game right now. Nick Mullins looks like he's pretty fearless out there on that field, and uh, right now he's looking to the point where he wants to be that perennial quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And he got the relentlessness, where he got the heart for it. So I mean, we gonna see how much heart he got this Thursday against these Packers, and I think he'll be all right, man. And for one quarter, he like basically kept us from getting completely eaten butt in Seattle. So
Yeah.
it's like Thursday, we might we'll have a chance with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus with with not so much pressure as I don't know how this Packers defense is looking. They always be funny style to me. So we'll see what happens.
You can run on the Packers. Um, I don't know that keep in mind it was Jimmy should have done it too, but it was the Seahawks secondary, and they are mush. Why we ran the plays we did with Jimmy while he was in it? But Jimmy's foot, I think Kyle knows Jimmy's only capable of so much, right? So he ran a different
Right.
offense like everybody's talking about. But Nick, his feet are fine. Throw the ball, and it worked pretty. So
And
Nick,
them
this
deep
time,
balls too.
but this time the defense is going to be serious against Green Bay. So we're going to see. I hope Nick can perform against them the same way.
I think he'll do all right. I think he'll do all right. You know what I'm saying? Like
And Mostert ain't going to be showing up for this one. Damn it.
right. So I mean, so right now I'm kind of like I'm at that field where everybody else is. We losing too many guys this year. You know what I'm saying? But I still believe in the guys that are reserves that step up and step out. You feel me? So I
Yes.
still got high hopes for the squad. But at at best I'm still saying 11-5, 10-6.
Ooh.
But there is that possibility that for the 7-9ers or 8-8 thing
79ers.
going on. It's one of them years, man. It's one of them years. It ain't been too pretty for us, but
I
I
just
still
don't want to
got
go
faith
back to
in us
that
though.
dark time of 4-12. Norm, man, please don't let that be the case. We can still compete.
I think we got two of the. I think we got three more tough teams. Like we got three more really tough games to go in this league. We got the
And Mostert's
maybe
coming
3 or
back.
4.
Mostert's coming back. Jordan Reed will be back to add to the offensive arsenal. Debo. We still got a good team, basically, because we got so much depth. They should be able to keep things afloat. I don't know about the defense.
I'm hoping that
Ford.
I'm hoping that these guys that step up really do the best job they can to really get us as many wins as possible. I'm not one of those guys that say tank,
I
because
hate that.
even no matter where we at in the draft, I think that John Lynch and Cal Shanahan are able to go out and make the best deals, trade up, trade down, whatever they got to do. You feel me, to get the guys that they need.
Yeah, Norm, we got to continue this tomorrow. Time is just, as soon as I open the phone, looks like the time's up. Norm, let me see you tomorrow, though. All right? Because we're going to be back every
man,
day
I'll
this
see
week.
y'all tomorrow. And shout out to the Niner Empire, y'all.
Night, Norm.
Yep.
And Big Show says let your fears go away. NFL is a business. PF risk. We have solid cores, pieces, and a great coach. Yeah, I know, Show. And these guys, one thing about a front office, they're pretty good. Elliot!
What's up, Ronbo?
Elliot, you got your speaker going in the background. It's kind of loud. Can you get mute that out for us?
I turned it. I did that.
Oh, thanks, did man. That. All right. Oh, Elliot, come on in, man. What is your observation? We didn't talk to you yesterday, did we? Yeah.
Man. No, man. You know, this disappointment, man. I can't talk when I'm disappointed because I say the wrong things and talk about the wrong stuff sometimes. You know, sometimes you gotta get it out your system, get a clear head, and then come back and say what you gotta say. It's almost like talking to your girl. When you're pissed off, you don't say it's best that you just go somewhere and then you come back and you say, you know what, baby, guess what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how it is today, man. Look, I'm not even gonna talk about the whole Seahawks things, man. I already said I wasn't on board that we was gonna win that game anyway.
Really?
So it's cool. For me, I'm actually cool that we finished the game 27-37. Only off the strength that, hey, we didn't get our ass whooped. We did, but the score don't say that.
But you know what?
We won 37-27. What's
true. But the thing is, unlike Mose Meck and some other guys that don't know what to talk about, I said, don't run on these guys. Their secondary sucks. Bomb the crap out of them. Just bomb the crap out of them. I said that for all week long because I said the run defense is not too bad. But you can throw on these guys all day. And we went out there and tried to run the ball.
And yes, we did. You know what? This is what I'm going to say there. I want to throw this out there right quick, Ronbo. Think about this. Have you ever thought about the fact that because we gave Jimmy G all his money, and I'm not talking bad about I'm not talking bad about Jimmy G. I actually like Jimmy. I'm a Jimmy G fan, so I don't talk bad about him. What I'm going to say is this. Have you ever thought about the fact because we gave him all his money, we have to play him? And what he has done on a low-key tip has stunted the growth of a young, great player in Nick Mullins. Think about Nick Mullins being his third starting year. Do you think he would be where he's at today or better than where he's at today had he been starting for us for these last 2 years?
He's going to get that. We're going to find out. For the next 8 weeks, I don't think Jimmy's coming back. That kind of injury, and he retweaked it, that's a minimum of 5 more weeks before he can actually plant on that foot. And Kyle should have known that before risking him like that. Just let that heal up. Nick could have stayed in until last week, at least. Let that ankle heal. No.
Nick needs confidence. You cannot bench him for better as a pull him because he had a bad game when he just had a great game. He just needs confidence. That's why I said, had he been playing for these last 2 years, starting this third year for us, I personally think that Nick Mullins will be a better quarterback than he is today for us than being a backup quarterback. But we paid Jimmy G all his money. We got to put him on the field. Well, and Jimmy G I like him. I ain't got no problem with him. But, I mean, what do you expect?
There's no way to get out of that, though. You cannot pay a quarterback that much money and put him on the bench. You got to get rid of him.
Exactly. Exactly. I want to say this before you get me rid of me. Listen, Dollar Bill Will was right. Listen, I believe that Matt Ryan is on his way.
Oh God, guys!
I believe that Matt Ryan is on because they want to they want to move on from him, and Kyle Shanahan wants to run a certain offense. Yeah. I believe that Matt Ryan is on his way. And lastly, oh my God, Tevin Coleman is back.
No, he's out again.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. Thank God.
After 3 runs.
Thank God.
Alec,
please get rid of him. Jesus.
And bring out Jeffrey Wilson. Jesus. We gotta go, Alec.
Yes.
Give my best little tie out. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
All right, man. Much love to you, man. Much love to the show. I'll get back with you, man. We'll be all right, man. If we don't win this year, that's okay, man. The revenge tour failed this year. Let's try it again next year.
We got to heal
and
up.
Keep the right players. That's all.
Yes.
But we in there, man. We'll do what we do. All right, man. Much love to you, boy.
Back at you, fam. Naive.
All right.
And the 49 Lakers says it's not that Jittery G is the only problem, but what kind of team would be with a franchise QB? See how that rhymes? I like that. Super Bowl contender, no question. But we went to the Super Bowl last year. Hey, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, man, so many questions with no answer. Well, the bad thing about it is, as many questions as there are answers. Y'all, everybody you got that can play is watching the game with us. I said, oh my, everybody's hurt. And D Ford sitting back sipping probably a mint julep and sitting up saying things like, oh, it's living up the good life. D, I just want you to know, better not be watching this program. You done made everybody in the Red Gold support room tired. All right, James, I just said my thing. Go ahead, man.
That's all right, Ronbo. I'll feel your pain with the rest of the callers, bro. Listen, I'll say it just like this, man. First of all, thanks to you and your staff for all that you do. I know I haven't been coming on sometimes, man, but
we missed you
I still be listening. And I want to say about yesterday. Here's where the search is on and players that just ain't cutting it no more. Yesterday, we seen Tevin Coleman start. I think it was three big plays. Two big plays.
That's it.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jimmy Garoppolo got injured back in the Giants game, if I'm not mistaken. No, the Jets game. It was in the Jets game.
Yeah.
Now, it was in the Jets game. That was the second game of the season. And we turned around and we went with Nick Mullins, and we brought Garoppolo back too early. And because of the way players have been getting hurt offensively, we've never seen this type of injuries to players on this team all at one time. And the caller, Will, was right. It is the Pro Bowl of people on the IR for this team. The players that are on it. And that's really disturbing. Here we are in a COVID-19 year in 2020, and it's just been horrible. And I can tell you this much. I do believe they will be sticking with Garoppolo going forward, because we know that when this guy is healthy, okay, Jimmy Garoppolo can play football when he's healthy. Not being able to throw off his backfield, you see balls come out of his hands look like ducks. They look like this. They're just not getting it. And he couldn't put any weight on the back of the leg. And then as far as I can see with yesterday, all right, the first set of series for the defense, they looked really great. And then all of a sudden, here's where the problem came into play. Jimmy Ward and Jarquez Quiski-Tart, it's time to move on from them. Ward was continually out of place. It was the same horrors almost as in the Super Bowl with DK trying to hold Tyreek Hill the same way in the Super Bowl. Jimmy Ward is completely out of place. He admitted when they played the Rams, if it had not been for Jason Verrett, it would have been a touchdown. Why? Because Jimmy Ward was out of place.
I don't know what he's doing.
There comes a time in this sport when it's time to move on from those players that have been plagued by injury. I don't know if it's a statistic, and I know Will is still calling. Still listening. I don't want to, add a dampener on the parade of the injured people, but it seems like every time Ward gets injured, Tart is right behind him.
Every time, every time,
and Ward
James,
is right
they
behind
tag
him.
team.
I
Exactly.
don't understand this anymore. I don't understand it anymore. Listen, I know it's a lot of people in this empire, this Niner empire, and the people in the Niner empire know. Listen, going forward, we don't know what to expect with Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins is a great quarterback when he's playing with a level head, but he can't. It's like he'll get a mental block to me when he throws that first turnover or something. And I hope we don't see that Thursday night, but I'm also preparing myself because I've seen it before. And right now we're in disarray. We're just as bad as a team that's got a Super Bowl hangover because we've got so many people that are injured. And then when it comes to our team, we got a lot of more people we need to move on from. And in that secondary, Ward and Tart, okay, and
you got to be on the list.
You know,
James, you got a lot of great stuff. So you got to get back in tomorrow. I'm going to try to get in earlier, especially since and let you get some more in. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you for what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Red, bang, bang, Niner game. Bleeding red and gold till we're dead and cold. Be blessed. Have a great evening.
You too, good James. Night. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night. Oh, God, yes. I know. That's what I'm saying. Temporary expectations. I don't know if Nick's going to come in and just go nuts. I like Nick, and I hope he does well. Hey, Bobo, your face. Thanks, Bobo. He says, take the keys and Cadillac, enjoy the ride, Nick Mullins. Take care of it, and you just might get to keep it. 49ers forever and all the time. Oh, I hope you're right, Bobo. I hope I'm in full support of Nick, but I do wonder if he can do this. Hey, Bill!
My friend, I've been waiting. I've been skipping on this conversation.
Well,
I've been sitting here patiently. I want to make it clear. Trey Lance, I'm not speaking of Trey Lance. I got the names mixed up. It's the guy from Dakota State. He's a Bison. He's better than Patrick Mahomes. He's better than Russell Wilson. I followed his stats, and, they're trying to make excuses. But if we set him and develop him, we'll be contenders for sure.
What's his
name?
name?
Is Trey.
That's Trey Lance, my guy.
Trey Lance.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you guys know who he is, Kyle probably does too. All right, go ahead.
And nobody's going to get him. Nobody's even looking at him. They're looking at Trevor Lawrence and these other two guys. I can't remember their names.
Every year this happens. You get those golden boy quarterbacks that come in and bomb, like Mitchell Trubisky.
So I'm not even worried. And number two, Matthew, what's his name? Matt Ryan? Really? No.
Yeah,
I don't want
Matt Ryan.
I want.
People
it
think
may sound crazy. But
yeah.
You put weapons behind him, and somebody even spoke of this. It would be a genius move. And on top of that, wanting to move on from him would be a good time to trade for him. And you're going to guess the quarterback.
Who are you looking at? Who are you talking at?
Aaron Rodgers.
See, if anybody's talking about getting rid of a quarterback, I'll take Aaron though. Aaron's got that it factor. He's having a lot of problems because his team. But same thing. But our receiver core it'll be mature enough next year. Because Aaron Rodgers struggled last year because he didn't have any receivers. People think that a quarterback can carry. Tom Brady failed last year and wanted out because no receivers. You've got to have a certain level of talent at your receiver group in order for that quarterback to operate. Aaron might be able to whop Debo and Ayuk. They'll be ready next year, fully ready. So, I'd bring Aaron Rodgers in a heartbeat.
Yeah, get Aaron, and they're not going to really want none. They got their guy, Jordan Love. I mean, they're developing them. They're ready. They're going to be ready to start next year.
Yeah. Packers, start Jordan Love. Give us Aaron Rodgers. And George, Ayuk, and Debo. That team, they'll be fun. Aaron can work with that.
Yeah, and get Trey Lance, develop Trey Lance behind Aaron Rodgers. You got 2 to 3 to 4 seasons left. By the time he retires, there's your guy, Trey Lance. There's your
and Aaron's going to be gone or ready to go probably the next 3 years. So you have Trey to work behind. Lance to work behind Aaron for like 2 seasons, getting ready. Aaron says, "I'll hang him up now." And there you go. That would be the opposite. That'd be the segue, just like the Packers did with Brett Favre, and of course Aaron. I like it.
I would love for us to. I don't care if we don't go to the Super Bowl. I don't care if we have a bad season.
We're not that good.
I want us tank the year. I want us to tank this year, get Trey Lance, just in case somebody else is looking at him, pick him up, and maybe get a few draft picks to trade for Aaron Rodgers. Get rid of Garoppolo. Send it back. There you go.
Yeah.
New England was offered the first
Belichick will
round
take
for
him.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Give him back to New England.
Mm-hmm.
Give him back to New England.
Yeah, they'll take him. They'll give us a pick for it too. They probably, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And take if we have to get Rodgers. There you go.
Yeah.
And we got everything we need. We have a Super Bowl caliber team. All we're missing is a quarterback and a few pieces on defense. Patrick Mahomes won't even stand a chance. He goes back.
Bill, we're out of time. I guess we're kind of a little short tonight because there seems like a lot of callers tonight that got something to say. Bill, let me see you tomorrow, okay? We'll be part 2 of tonight.
Before I go, I want 2 things. I want a 49er shout out. I want everybody to stay calm no matter how the season goes. Be happy. 49er shout out.
Niners! Hey, good night. Good night, Shania. Bill, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, we got to start singing that song. Don't worry, be happy. Niner says Mullins wouldn't have taken us to the Super Bowl. He is 4-6. I don't know about Nick. I hope he looks good though. He's just, hey Tony.
You doing?
Tony, continuing on and like walking down through a dark hallway with no flashlight, I really can't tell what's next. We went through everything you could go through. What's next? Go ahead.
You know what, Ronbo? I'm actually kind of glad you asked that question. I want to read a list of things to you, and I want you to tell me what all these people have in common.
Okay.
Richard Sherman, Trent Williams, Kyle Juszczyk, K'Wan Williams, Akella Weatherspoon, Ronald Blair, Jaquaski Tart, Daniel Brunskill, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Taylor, DJ Jones, Jason Barrett, Solomon Thomas, Ben Garland, Jet McKinnon, Jordan Reed, Nick Mullins, Ross Dwelly, Jeff Wilson Jr., Emmanuel Mosley, Mac Harris, and JaMychal Hasty. What do they all have in common, Rombo?
They're 49ers? Because there's names.
Yes, they are also.
Go ahead.
They are free agents at the end of this season.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
That list is long.
Today, that's a long list of key players, of depth pieces, some really good players and some depth pieces. So today we traded Kwon to clear some cap space because we can't even promote Kevin White from the practice squad anymore to come in and return kicks because our cap situation is so sorry. Okay. So looking ahead, seeing the players that are going to be, probably a lot of these people are going to be gone, which hopefully we'll get some compensatory picks in 2 years for these guys. So that's the kind of a big part of the roster. So honestly, you look at Jimmy G's salary, what is it, $26 million a year for the next 2 years? Yeah. I don't see how he can be on the team just because we need to pay too many people. And Jimmy is not worth that money. And I want to root for him. I want to see him develop. He's been hurt, but the dollar value just simply is not there. And we got to keep as many good players as possible. 2 years from now, we got to re-sign Fred Warner, by the way, too. So, my big thing is this. We need to be looking ahead to the future. This is essentially a lost season. We lost Jimmy G. We lost George Kittle. Raheem Mostert is down, and we got screwed by 2020. I mean, all the teams got screwed by 2020, but the combination of no training camp, no mini camp, no OTAs, that COVID plague Nashville camp that CJ Beathard threw at Camp Beathard or whatever, we got screwed. Yeah. And I just don't see how feasible it is to keep this roster together if we keep paying Jimmy G all that money. And, if that means we let him walk or we trade him, we can go ahead and have Nick be the starter for the next 2 years. And like everyone's saying, I think we have to draft the next guy. And unfortunately, unless Jimmy takes a pay cut.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you about the quarterback situation. Are you gonna bring another quarterback in? Because people are talking Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. Stafford just got paid as well. So I'm saying, you bring these guys in, they're gonna get paid more than Jimmy. And what you just pointed out is a real hill to climb. We can't even pay all those guys you're talking about. So I'm walking down that alleyway, man. I can't see a thing. Boom. It knocks me out,
Yeah,
run into
yeah.
a wall. So, yeah.
Yeah, we just got to be realistic, and what I got to say is ask Jimmy to take a pay cut. If not, sayonara, and then we'll take Nick for the next 2 years and really just draft the
find
next
a
guy.
quarterback in the draft. And well, maybe, if
Yep.
Nick puts up a good enough show, Tony, between now and the end of the season, the 49ers will seriously consider that. Because Jimmy's not coming back. That ankle's only been re-aggravated. He's out minimum of 6 more weeks. Minimum. So you figure,
I know.
Yeah. If Mullins can do it, they'll do exactly what you're saying. I can see it. And trade Jimmy back to Belichick, and Belichick will take him back. So
Hopefully for a third. If we're lucky, he'll take him for a third. Fingers crossed.
Belichick might say, well, you guys are over a barrel. I'll give you a 4th round and maybe a 3rd, 4th. Well, I'll give you a 5th round pick next year. You're the ones who need this, not me.
How about
that? Yeah. Thank you, Bill Belichick, you jerk. You gotta make it. We always do good deals with you.
All right, I know you got a long list tonight.
And the Patriots are sucking right now, too, Tony. We could get a good pick from them next year, too. That's what's so good. All right. Good stuff, Tony. And pointing out that nasty fact for us, because a lot of us didn't realize how many guys are leaving next year, or potentially leaving.
And the cap's going to shrink. The cap is shrinking, so don't forget about that, too. So
stop, Tony. Well, you can at least wait until after New Year's Day. We got Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. It's time to be jolly and festive. Ho!
I got the bridge still, Ronbo. You can buy the bridge, $25. Let me know. All right. Much love. Take care of yourself, brother.
Night, fam. Oh, my God. It was enough bad news to last a year. My God. Not About says, John Lynch loves Jimmy. He will never let him go. Not About thanks for that contribution. If for no other reason, just 49ers don't feel like rebuilding from scratch. They think they still got this window open. And they do if they can be healthy. And Jordan Perrin says, odd to watch Jimmy's demise and how fast it occurred. True. Thanks for that, Jordan. Thanks for the contribution. And is that Rick on the phone?
Sir, what's good, man?
Nothing, Rick. Boy, you asked that question. That's hilarious. I could answer that. You know, Rick, how you walking down, you run into a person, what's going on? Man, you don't want to know. Are you right? I ain't got time for it, man. But I tell you what, you go ahead, and I'm gonna see you later. Jordan, Rick, what's up, man? What are you feeling about the current situation?
All right. Being raw, look, first of all, I definitely want pray for total healing for Jimmy G as well as Kittle when that's for our players that's injured.
No,
I've been a pretty good Jimmy G fan, but you know what? Honestly, at this point, I think I'm ready to move on from him because of the thing about it. If you look at it, the NFL is pretty much predicated more on mobile quarterbacks now. And even in our own division, with no homerism, you have to pretty much list probably Russ number one and Kyler Murray, because the thing about it is that no team ever has just the most stellar line play all the time. And the thing about it is either Jimmy G is hurt right now, but he doesn't, even when the play doesn't break down, he's not really taking off and trying to scramble or whatever. And you can see that he's hurting, his ankle was hurt. But like Will said and others, the thing that you got to pay attention to the most now is not just us fans. Look at the reaction of Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, you can see he's getting increasingly frustrated. And I guess there's a lot of plays that he's calling or schemes that he's calling that's designed for certain players, and Jimmy G is not hitting it. Now, I'm not going to excuse the offensive line play because we've seen DJ Reed and Wagner come through the front, through the center a couple times, just untouched. So definitely, I understand that. But with Kyle Shanahan, he wants to, because now we do have a receiver now in IU that can at least go down the field. So we need to be take some of those shots sometimes. And last time we saw that. And so I think, like others said, Trey Lance, he's from North Dakota. You got who's the other guy? You got Kyle Trask or Zach Wilson, or I don't know so much about Matt Ryan, but Aaron Rodgers. If Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers if they decide to move on from him, let him come back home to the Bay Area. But we need a mobile quarterback now. We have, as much as I love, because I love Jimmy G, but the thing I love about Jimmy G frustrates me about Jimmy G because he will hold on to the ball sometimes instead of letting it go. And so, like on that stupid pick where we should have got at least a field goal, he held on the ball. You see him like kind of hold it and then kind of double pump it, and then he throws it at the last minute. By that time, the defenders got him and able to pick him off. It was like, dude, sometimes just let it. You have one of the quickest releases. So all you have to do is, if it's a throw to a spot, if it's not there, that's one thing. But you can't, for some reason right now, Jimmy G's accuracy is off. I don't know what happened, but his accuracy is off. Like I said before, honestly,
it's hard.
Ronbo,
it's hard for him to be accurate with all that foot.
With that foot thing, I understand that. Honestly, Ronbo, it would not surprise me. I know he's actually technically hurt. I'm really thinking that the 49ers are going to look at this next 8 games as a
Mullins audition.
Audition, yes. And then the thing about it is, depending on how he goes, they'll be like, okay, if we can get Mullins, because we have Mullins for another year or two, keep Mullins, draft a quarterback, we can let Jimmy G go, and then we can save some of that money or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
because
you got to do that deal this year.
I don't know, man.
Because the thing is, we all have to give up the Super Bowl. You're going to bring in a rookie quarterback. He may be okay in the NFL, and he may not. There's always that possibility. You still got Nick, but I'm not sure if Nick is of that caliber either, right? You can't bring in a high price. Even my dream of Aaron Rodgers, he's too expensive. If they could get Aaron Rodgers, they could get anybody. I mean, these high price guys are going to be tough. So we're in a rock and a hard place situation right now. You see that list Tony just read off, all the guys we got to pay next year if we want to keep any of them?
But we're not going to pay them. We're not going to pay like you already see right now. I'm pretty sure if they can get cheesesteak for D4 and get away from his salary, they probably would because he's taking money. He's stealing money right now. So, the thing about it, we have to make moves.
We got to make
it. Yeah, it hurts that we got Kwon gone, but we have to get – we're looking to move around.
That's why everybody's on
I think we're still going to fight. Yeah, I think we're still going to compete. Whether we win or not, that's to be determined. But I do believe that the team has not tanked.
We're going to find out.
Hey, but not a faithful, not an empire, man. I know it's doom and gloom right now, but hey, man, we'll get back. We'll get it back, man. Revenge tour is still on deck, man.
Oh, yes. All right. I like that. All right, Rick. Let's see you tomorrow, man.
All right, man. Okay.
Oh, God. Yes, indeed. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if somehow we did find a way to stay involved? I'm wishing. It just looks so bleak. Eloy Rodriguez is trading Jimmy G for 2 hot cheerleaders. Come on, you get at least 3. Thanks, Eloy. Hey, Daniel. They call me Daniel in the morning. KC.
Yeah, what's happening?
Casey, you know everybody's got these bad news things. I didn't even realize. Did you see Tony name all the guys that have on 1 year? That's 1 year.
Yeah, they got a Pro Bowl roster on the IR.
Oh, I'm talking about the guys that are leaving next year because of 1 year contracts, or last year contracts. They'll need traffic cops outside.
They got Jeff Wilson and Nick Mullins as restricted free agents next year. So that's cool. I think that was really smart. And I think the team will look completely different in 2 years. And
that can be guaranteed.
When the Niners lost the Super Bowl, I was your first caller, and I really appreciate you making me your first caller that night, Rumble. But I said they looked young. You saw the look on Jimmy's face. He looked ticked off. You saw George Kittle, pissed off after the game and whatnot. And understandably so, but they looked young in the game, And so, people say Matt Ryan's going to come here. Matt Ryan's not good enough to come here at his age.
Yeah.
Rodgers is, but their best player still is 23-year-old Nick Bosa. So
I know, right?
I mean, yeah. So, they're a young team, and Jimmy is still a young player.
With quarterback standards, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and he still really hasn't had that much experience. So I don't know. But I talked to my godfather today.
They may be looking at that too.
And what?
The 49ers might be looking at that too. That G, for as old as he is, actually, he ain't played enough football yet to do some of the things he does. He's actually better this year than he was last year until he got hurt. He only played one game. That first game against the Cards was strange, but he looked like he knew what he was doing, and then he got hurt, and now he's scared again. And he looks scared. I don't know what a high ankle sprain feels like, but if it hurts as bad as people say, I can understand why he looks scared.
And I'm sure Jimmy would never, use excuses and whatnot.
Not going to happen. He wanted to play the first week after he got hurt, remember?
Yeah, and I'm happy with Mullins. I mean, I personally don't know what. Like, I talked to my godfather today. He's watched the Niners since they were at Keysar, and I asked him, "What do you think of Mullins?" And he said he doesn't have the talent. And I was kind of surprised to hear him say that because personally, I'm really I can ride with Mullins. I mean,
yeah,
I think I haven't seen really anything from Mullins that makes me think that he's not capable of leading the offense. So
no, his ceiling is what your godfather. You said your godfather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mullins' ceiling. What you see from Mullins, he might get a little better. Garoppolo probably has a higher ceiling.
I mean, like that's a tough word, right? Because like we always talk about Kaepernick's ceiling and whatnot, and Kaepernick hasn't reached his ceiling and stuff. But Mullins is, what does he have, like 8? He started 8 games or whatever, or 10 or 12 games,
and didn't do a bad job. Mullins grew since he first came, though, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean they really are in a rock and a hard place. It really showed when Hasty fumbled the ball in the first quarter against the Seahawks yesterday.
Yeah, we should have had 7.
How tough that place they are. Yeah. But I think they're going to look completely different in a year or two from now. And, they're still a very young team. Kyle looks like he's aged 10 or 15 years since the Super Bowl, but, they're very young.
Frustration.
Very young team.
He's probably not sleeping either.
And Jimmy's got a little gray too. So but once they get they get their offensive line situated and whatnot, drafting offensive linemen and draft a defensive line and quarterback.
Because the thing is, Jimmy was not that big a coward. Remember his first year? The offensive line was just garbage.
But
he would stand back there. Last second, he'd shoot that ball into a 6-inch window. Boom! Now, he knows fear now, and that messed him up.
I think Jimmy is someone who operates with a lot of clarity. And oftentimes most people have all the confidence, but they don't have the clarity. So I think actually it is a confidence thing for Jimmy. I'm sure he's playing hurt, so I don't know.
and Casey, we got to go, but something else people,
sure.
Kyle, they may be right. Kyle may not trust Jimmy, but the problem with Jimmy is he don't trust every receiver on the field either. That I've noticed since last year.
Can I say one more thing too, real quick?
If you could do it like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, go.
Did you get to see that? Did you get to see that play of the Wildcat? Did you get to rewatch it?
No. I heard Kyle explain it though.
George Kittle and Mike McGlinchey just completely missed their blocks, and had they blocked, that would have been wide open for Jimmy to pancake someone out there in the flat. I mean, it would have been a really brilliant play.
Jimmy was a decoy. All right.
Yeah. So,
I heard about McGlinchey though. Somebody put that on the chat. Man. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, Casey, if you get a chance.
Good night, man.
You too. And oh God, my homeboy, no saving Jimmy G. I'm loving it. Very entertaining. Okay, that's the last message I'm reading from my homeboy. The guy's such a wastoid. He just comes in to heckle. If the Chiefs crash and burn, we're gonna have a party on that clown. Okay, and thank you for that, Patrick. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Hey, Trez. Oh, wait. And one one half of the founding team of TNT, Teresa.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo. Go on and put some red and gold up in
I
it.
got plenty of it right here, too, but I'm going to tell you what, it needs to be sprinkled around some, too. I got more than I need. Good gracious, it's snowing red and gold. Trez, this is a perfect program for you to get in. I know you got some things you want to get on your chest. Get them on off, Trez. Let me hear this.
Well, Ronbo, first of all, I just want to take it back to last week. I told y'all it was cute and cuddly. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you?
We were playing it. We were playing these.
La, la,
I know, right?
Y'all
we
was
were playing
doing
these
everything.
sorry Hawks with no secondary. It looked like a table set full of nothing but good stuff to eat. We didn't eat it.
Exactly. But I told you, you still have to give them their respect, Ronbo. And that's something nobody was doing last week.
Well,
they weren't giving them respect.
they
They
changed
still
that.
have Russell Wilson. We know the Hawks are trash without Russell Wilson. We know this, Ronbo. Straight up. But let's get to the business, Ronbo. You know, Ronbo?
What? Put the what?
He said he put the what? No, he was saying put the flag down. He put the red and gold in it. Yeah, my partner's over here listening to you, Ronbo. But yeah, look here. Hey, let's get to the business, Ronbo.
Yes.
I was saying I don't forgot what rap song this was. It was all good just a week ago. So it was all good just a year ago, Ronbo. Let's stop the bashing of Jimmy G. Okay, Jimmy G is
I
our
don't bash him.
quarterback.
I see what's going on.
Good, bad, or indifferent, Ronbo. He's our quarterback. And, you know, there's going to be some good times. There's going to be some bad times. And right now we're going through the bad times. You know, Jimmy is digressing. But at the end of the week, Ronbo, you got to understand this right here. Jimmy G does not have a great supporting cast behind him. One of your other guys in the chat mentioned it. His quarterback coach name is Shane Day. This guy was a former tight end coach. What can he do for Jimmy G? Do you know why we got one of the most successful running games in all of football, Ronbo? It ain't because of Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
It's because of Bobby Turner. It's your coaching, Ronbo. It's the coaching. So if you don't get Jimmy a good quarterback coach, how is he ever going to improve as a quarterback? Answer that for me.
We're seeing it. Not going to happen.
Exactly. We're seeing it. We're seeing him digress. Right. So here's my whole point right here. If we don't get Jimmy a good coach in here, then you're right. We might be seeing the end of Jimmy G in San Francisco, and we're moving on to another quarterback. But the same thing going to exist if we don't get a better quarterback coach. You know what I'm saying? No matter who we get. We just gotta, you know, sit back, stop the overreacting, and support our guy while he's here. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, because I'm just not with that. You know what I'm saying? Bashing him at this point.
And
you gotta
Chris,
look at.
I just want to piggyback on what you said. That you made a great point about the coaches because look at Maceo, look at that linebacker group. And also, the running backs, so you mentioned Bobby Turner. Look at that. They're one of the best in the league. Both those groups are two of the best in the NFL. And
exactly.
And our wide receiver coach, not bad, you know, for the talent he's had. They're young, 2- and 3-year players. You know, they're coming along. But unlike a lot of folks, they think those guys are supposed to be stars already. And they're supposed to reach up and get anything that's thrown at them. We just now got a receiver group that's worth a damn since Kyle Shanahan got there. Because you know he's been looking for wide receivers ever since he got here. So,
right,
you know.
Right, exactly. And another thing, though, Ronbo, when we're in games that we need to make adjustments, why we don't make the adjustments? I don't understand that either. You know, I mean, you're looking at DJ Metcalf. Killing. I mean, just taking Mosley to school. And we made no adjustments.
No double teams.
And how many times have you seen this year? We didn't make no adjustments against certain teams. Why?
That secondary coach,
to the game plan.
I'm getting ready to send him to Ohio State with that other fool that we just got rid of. You know, you need to know to make them kind of changes and make them quicker. Robert Saleh, I agree, he's responsible for that too. He's the head. So,
yeah,
you know,
he's responsible, right? That's my point. What I'm getting at. He's responsible. And last but not least, Mohamed Sanu should still be on this team.
I know.
You kept. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say some of the blame goes to Kyle too. Kyle makes bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Sanu?
You wonder if that was Kyle's decision or was that up in the front office. But Trez, we're out of time. It seems like we got everybody wants to say something tonight. Trez, you know I love you, man.
All right, Ronbo. Hey, love you back, Ronbo. And look at here. Shout out to my TNT family. Shout out to the first lady of TNT. We'll dive in this thing a little deeper, Ronbo, because you know it's a lot of stuff internally got to be changed over too. It's just not all on the players.
Absolutely,
it's on the coaches too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
have a good one, Ronbo.
You too, Trez. Night. Oh God. And Mark says, of course it would be Trez to provide the only valid defense for Jimmy. But yeah, get rid of him still. Mark, thanks. I got to tell you guys, I hope not in another year or two, I don't have to say, see, guys, I told you, you got to be careful what you wish for. This guy is absolute trash. And Jimmy's over in Baltimore, wherever he is. Jimmy's star, and I told you, wait a minute. Hey, Chip, come on in, Chip.
No ooh-la-la tonight, man.
Or last night. Yes. Or maybe
or
not even Thursday night.
Especially last night.
And definitely not Thursday night.
Man.
I'm already worried.
Yeah.
But Chip, go ahead.
Yeah, you know I was too, bro. I told you about that game, bro. I told you.
They're waiting for us.
Bro, why is everybody quick to tank our season already, bro? Come on, man.
Chip, it's not tanking, but Chip, give us a reason. Give us something. And it's good, Chip. You're just in time. Make us feel good going forward. Are we going to be okay with Green Bay?
Come on, man. Hey, if you want them to lose the rest of the games, turn in your colors. That's the way I see it. Turn in your colors. Hey, I'll gladly take them all.
Chip,
you know what I mean?
Nobody wants to do that.
You know what I mean?
It's worry, Chip.
Hey,
it's fear.
The way, okay, that's fine. You know, and I understand it's ugly right now. It's ugly. Well, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do?
I know.
Like, you watch the Niners to watch them win, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to watch them lose. Who wants to watch them lose? Turn in your colors.
But nobody wants to
like,
see.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Everybody's
George
coming up
Kittle,
on free agency.
Mostert, Debo, the list goes on and on. Where's all our stars? Who's going to go out there and do it for us? It's not about tanking. It's about what now?
Yeah, hey. It's 2020, man. What can you say, bro?
I know.
What can you say other than
Chip, I can promise you, we're
F2020,
going to lose another player Thursday night. Watch. And that's just not me trying to get bad luck. It's every week. 1 to 2 to 3 guys.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Right? Don't sell little Nick Mullins out yet, man.
I hope he doesn't get hurt.
The offense.
Oh.
I hope not either.
CJ for the rest of the season. Oh my God! Oh.
Nobody wants to see sunshine, man.
Oh God! I never see this.
I don't want to see sunshine. Do you?
Woo! God! I take that back. I never said that. If Nick goes down, Chip, it's all over. But the shout.
Hey, then we gotta deal with sunshine for the rest of the time that Jimmy's out.
Man.
Yeah. We're good. Hey, I'm losing. Hey, I'm losing juice here, man. I just want to say, don't give up the faithful. Never, guys.
No.
I mean, never. I mean, it's hard times. Hard times. You watch the Niners to win. I understand we want a good draft pick. I understand that. I understand that a lot of people are going to walk. They need to sign the guys that are the most vital, like Juice.
Kwon Williams. There's a lot of guys. Yeah.
A lot of cats that are staple. Yeah, exactly. Keeps the engine rolling. But
Fred, you got to sign Fred next year. At the end of the day,
it's a business, right?
Yeah.
It's a business,
you know what though? Chip, one thing you're right. We need to worry about this year. not next year. Because you know what? You can make yourself crazy.
Yes, we're
worrying
in the
about next
present,
year.
man. We're in the present. Yeah, next year's going to work itself out, whatever.
Yes.
We'll
And
deal with
Dominic
it when
said
it
so.
comes up, dude.
Yeah. All right, Chip. Fam,
That's it, man.
I'm going to see
Go
you tomorrow,
Niners,
okay?
dude. That's all I say, man.
There you go.
Rep your Niners no matter
I got
what.
you
No
back.
matter how good or bad we do, you watch them to win. You want them to win every week, even if they got them picked to beat by 40 points or whatever. You know what I mean? You go go in it like we.
And you're right. Green Bay's definitely going to be favored Thursday night, so get ready for that. Chip,
That's okay.
Chip,
That's all right.
I'll be back tomorrow. All right?
All right. Sounds
right,
good,
man.
bro.
You too. Night.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good
Appreciate
night.
you back. Thanks, Chip. Night.
Raiders.
And Timothy Hassett says, by my count, we're missing 23 players. How does anyone compete in this position? Timothy, thanks for the contribution. And actually, guys, don't print up those kind of facts. I mean, it's oh my God, it's painful just even. Sweetie Pock says, who do we have to sacrifice to get rid of this injury bug for good? I know, right? We need to have a midnight ritual or something. The 49er gods have turned their backs on us. Oh, man. Denise!
What up, Ronbo?
Denise, people are coming in here with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And just like Tom Cruise told Jack Nicholson, Nicholson told Tom, you can't handle the truth. I can't, Denise. I try to not think
God, I
about
love
the
that
players.
movie.
I know, right? I'm trying not to think about the players we don't have right now. And then somebody brought up the players that we may not be able to pay next year. Denise, please bring some sunshine and laughter to this particular phone call. We need this right now. Go ahead. You're
Well,
on.
the one thing I can say is shout out to Trez because thank you for jumping on the Shane Day hate wagon. I have been saying that. Do you remember? I said
Yes.
that weeks ago.
I
said
do
he
remember
needs
that.
to be fired.
I didn't know who Shane Day was. And he doesn't either, apparently. God, Jimmy's not learning anything from him.
Exactly. That's why I said, he needs to be fired. I'm like, yes, Jimmy needs to progress, but he can't progress if he's not getting coached. So yes, it is. I do agree with people. I hate to say it. Here's the thing. I think Jimmy G should restructure his deal. And I think if we have an opportunity to draft a QB, I think we should draft a QB.
Agreed. And let CJ please.
But not
leave.
to start. See, that's where everyone misconstrues what I'm saying. I agree with you. Kyle Shanahan's playbook takes at least 2 years to learn.
Yeah.
So Jimmy G, restructure your deal. We'll sit the QB we draft behind Jimmy G and let him learn the playbook and learn how everything works. And then when we're done with Jimmy G, he can step up to the plate.
Which is 2 seasons. I think he's got 2 years left in that contract. And yeah, if Jimmy G doesn't show any light or gets hurt all the time again, bring on the new kid. He's ready. Yeah, I agree. That's a good idea. They're probably thinking that way too.
And there's two quarterbacks that I think we have a shot at. It's Trey Lance and the other guy I heard that's really good, and I haven't watched a lot of film on him yet. I'm sure Big Show would know way more about him than I do.
You're right. Show knows about everybody. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, his name's Zach Wilson.
No, his name's Zach. I remember that name, and I don't follow college football. I've heard that name before, so that must mean he's pretty good.
Yeah. So those are the two that I'm thinking but you know what? God help us. I hope someone else has a vote besides Shanahan because Shanahan's the one who picked Beathard. So God help us if he's the picking choice.
I know. Kyle. See, you remember, Denise, you remember what Kyle said about CJ? Kyle likes that quarterback that stands in that pocket and orchestrates that offense from right there. That's how he ruined Jimmy. Remember Jimmy when he first came? Remember the Seahawks were rolling down on him, 100 miles an hour. And Jimmy he didn't even look at him. He just felt them coming. They were a few feet away. Jimmy just moved, still watching the players on the field. He orchestrated the receiver. Boom! Touchdown! First time we'd had a wide receiver get a touchdown against the Hawks in about 10 years. I said, that's the dude. And then he starts learning Kyle's offense, and then he is what he is now.
He turns to mush. Because now, he's playing afraid, and yes, I know his ankle is hurt. I mean, obviously it's hurt a lot worse than people think because now they're saying they think he needs surgery.
See? And probably because of yesterday getting smacked down again. You can't get beat up with a high ankle sprain. It's going to make it worse.
But see, that's on Kyle, though. He shouldn't have been playing.
Agreed. So agree.
He should not have been playing. I'm sorry, Kyle, but you know he's hurt. What the F are you doing? Why are you sending him out there?
Let Nick play.
I agree, and I'm sorry. For everyone who's saying that Nick Mullins is starting QB.
Denise, that's why TNT likes you so much.
That's what.
Look at Denise. That was just mean, Denise. Mullins has got a lot of fans.
Here's the thing. Well, see, at least I made you laugh, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't expect that out of you, Denise. You're shockingly quick with that humor and wit. My God.
I like Nick Mullins. I do. I like Nick Mullins. I think he is a great, solid backup. I really do. I just don't believe. I'm like you. I don't think he has a high ceiling. Yeah. I think he's good, and I think he can get a little bit better.
Solid.
But I don't think he's starting QB talent. That's just my personal opinion. Hey,
Yeah, I know.
What do I know? I'm just saying.
I think there's a lot of us that look at Nick as solid and does a good job, but you don't know if you can ride with him all the way to the championship. Okay, Denise.
Yeah, that's my thing.
We may have to talk about this more tomorrow. It seems to be the subject of the day, but great stuff, Denise. Let's see you tomorrow, okay? Your entertaining self. Night, Denise.
Well, thank you, Ronbo. All right, bye-bye.
Night. Oh, God. I didn't see that coming. For Mullins fans, man, she was just playing. HBK times him. It says, people say we're going to draft a cornerback named Caleb Farley. He's 6'2", 207. And do you think Earl Thomas or Clay would have made a difference in that game? HB, did you see what Henry did to Earl Thomas? First, he slapped him and then got him all spent around, then used him to block other people out. DK Metcalf's got that same kind of juice. DK abuses any one man. You need two, Robert Saleh. Good Lord, I could have told you that right from the beginning. As soon as I seen that first play. 49 Brian says, hey, Texas boy helping against sea trash in chat. Hilarious. Well, there you go. It's like I always said, Texas is a place, people from Texas are a place that they're not so useless that you can't at least use them as a bad example. Texas boy has removed himself from that category, and now he's being of a help. All right, Texas boy, you go. Ellis!
Ron Bizzle.
Hey. Well, Texas, I mean, now I got Texas boy in mind. Ellis, we left off yesterday. I know you had some more things to say about, but we got to, but what are you thinking? You want to continue from that mode?
Shit, I guess we would just talk about it briefly. It was an opportunity that we should have taken advantage of, Ronbo. There's no excuse. I think we all can agree. And we were ill prepared. Jimmy should have came out sooner.
Shouldn't have started.
The fact that Nick Mullins
look back on it. Shouldn't have started. If he was going to start, he should have He should have missed all them other games and maybe see if he's okay now. Kyle put him out there. I don't know why he insisted on that. Jimmy ain't ready to play.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. When all the shit happened, when all the stuff had happened, when George was out, when everybody's out, we had a couple of high ankles, and I think Raheem was out, and Jimmy wasn't playing. I said let Jimmy stay out until the Seahawks or the Green Bay game. Let him breathe, because if he comes back prematurely, he re-injures that, then we're gonna risk missing him for the remains of the season. I called that. But I mean, it's pretty much common sense.
But Kyle
Jimmy
panicked.
wasn't ready to come back.
And Kyle panicked.
Yeah,
As soon as CJ came in and blew it, Nick had a problem. CJ came in and blew it, and then Kyle said, "Oh my God, okay, hey, get Jimmy back out here." I think the panic, Ellis, is about the Super Bowl window, and this was supposed to be the year they were supposed to come rolling back in. Everybody's hurt. It's just a bad thing. But go ahead.
No, and he's trying to do the best that he can, and I understand. Offensively, I was really disgusted with a couple of those plays that he did. The Wildcat.
Yeah. Did you see the press conference?
The Wildcat play. But he's always justifying it instead of saying that he effed up. He's always justifying it. That's what I don't like. He'll say, "Oh, and it starts with me as the coach," but he won't say, "Yeah, that was a bonehead play. I should have never called that." Just be honest, Kyle. And he did 3 plays like that. He did that back screen where Jimmy was out to playing wide receiver. Oh no, that was the Wildcat play. But the play where they threw it to Trent Taylor way back on the other side of the damn field, that was retarded. And he did another play. So it was 3 of those, and they were too close to the end zone for us to be playing like that.
Anyway,
you know what I mean? The defense came out swinging. I was like, oh yeah, we got a game. I was really energized that first defensive series, and I said, oh yeah, we got to meet the intensity. We didn't give the defense, any love back, for playing hard those first few series. That's why I said before this game, on Saturday, I said we needed to come out swinging first. We needed to make sure on our first offensive possession we scored, and if not the second.
We fumbled on the 5-yard line.
No.
Everything was rolling right.
Yeah, but
defense
Seattle
was playing
scored
tough.
for us.
We was moving the ball. I mean, right, Seattle did. Didn't they score on a turnover? How'd they score for? Oh, the DK coming around that corner, and Jimmy and everybody else getting smoked.
Yeah.
Was that the first score? How did they score the first touchdown? Anyway, it was 6-0.
Yeah, I don't know. They scored a lot. They put up too many damn points, fam, and that's what I'm saying. I knew that was going to happen because the momentum was going to swing into their favor, and we weren't prepared. Jimmy, I don't know what's going on with Jimmy back there, man, and out there playing safety. He'll come up and try to stop the play after it's already made. I don't know why he's not trying to prohibit the plays from actually being executed. That's one thing that I've been getting just a bit irritated. Yeah, get in the way of the damn ball. Don't just knock the ball down. That's another thing, like with Jaquaski. He'll knock the ball down with his hand here and there, but he won't actually try to intercept it. Take the damn ball. Take the ball. Intercept it. Get it with both hands.
Right there. Kwaski's better at it than Jimmy is playing right up on the receiver, and the ball's coming in. Kwaski, what are you waiting for? You could have made a play on that. Anyway.
Yeah, man. And now we got George out. The rest of the season.
Yeah. It's just
we only got 8 games left.
I know, and they're gonna be 8 long games. We gotta go, fam. I'm gonna be back tomorrow though, so we can talk some more.
Lastly though, fam, Trey Lance. Just to tell you, his 2019 to 20 stats: 42 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 3,886 yards.
Damn.
That's Trey Lance, okay? And that boy gets busy. I don't know about the Fields kid from Ohio. I hear about the Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna definitely look into some more. But that boy Trey Lance looks like the one, and he's going in third. Like he'll probably go third behind those other 2 quarterbacks. So we need to try to look into trying to get some depth. I would take Aaron Rodgers right now. I got confidence in Nick Mullins. Let's get. I'm just glad we're playing on Thursday. That is what I will say. Thank God for us playing Thursday. Much love, fam. Shout out to the Niner faithful, man. Y'all stay lifted, man. And we got to come back, y'all. That's all we can do. We got to fight back, man. So
all right.
Peace and love, Ronbo, as always, family.
Back at you, fam. Night, Ellis. And bang, bell.
Red, double bang, go gang, man. What's good, Ronbo? How you feeling, my brother?
I'm feeling like, I'm starting to wrap myself around the middle because we've been here before, right? I know the misery of going into a season that's taking a dive, but it happened this year in such a bizarre fashion because we were such a stacked team coming into the season from game one. And now all of a sudden we're depleted. Everybody's Jimmy's getting ready to have an operation on a high ankle sprain. George Kittle is out for the rest of the season. It's serious. And you got George Kittle gone. Mostert, when is he coming back? He's got a high ankle sprain. A running back for sure can't operate on a high ankle sprain. I got Debo. Is he coming back next week? Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong with the offense. Jordan Reed, are you coming back? Nobody knows. Dang. It's hard to play
let me tell you how
like
I feel
this.
about it, Ronbo. We've had more of our starters and star players on the IR than not on the IR, right?
Yes.
This has been a crazy season, right?
Every week, lose another one.
Bro, name another franchise right now. Name one who would be able to go through what we've been going through
and be 4-4.
4-4,
yes.
Yo. We're 4-4. Like, maybe I'm just a glasses half full type of guy, but all of this tank the rest of the season, bro. Shoot yourself in the face if you're talking about tanking the rest of the season when we're only halfway through.
I don't even want to hear that. Yes.
We're not
we heard it a couple
three-quarters
times.
of the way through. We're halfway through, man. And it's not like, the NFC West is definitely loaded and our division is playing well. But it's not like a wild card is just totally out of the question. It's not. Think about it. We're 4-4 with all of this stuff happening to us. If we can get to the playoffs, we'll have the majority of our guys back. The majority of the guys, enough of them to really make a push at this thing, man, at the end of the season.
That's true.
All of this giving up, man, that's one of the problems, too.
Mel,
man.
every year we get people doing that. I think we had people doing that even last year.
No doubt. No doubt. But, man, that's why you can always tell who didn't actually, play the game. People who played the game, especially at a high level, not talking about PB or even high school.
You would
people
never
who
entertain
got
losing.
scholarships and went to college. You can't even imagine, I'm going to go out on this field. Yeah, we're just going to throw up some ducks, man. We're going to throw up some lame ducks and try to get this draft pick. And draft picks are overrated anyways. You never know how these guys are going to come out and play.
And like you said, Mel, if you played the game, you know how the emotions run smoking red hot. Ain't nobody coming out there talking about losing. As soon as somebody hits you, it's personal. Now you want to play.
Personal,
and
bro.
I ain't here to lose.
And this is the thing. And you know the craziest part about all of that? Even with us being 4-4 and having all these people on IR and all of that, the 4 games that we lost weren't because we just got beaten. The closest to that was Miami. And even in that game, we rolled out the red carpet and gave them that game. Nobody came and took anything from us. We gave it away. It was stuff that we didn't do. We gave those games away, all 4 of the losses, even with all the injuries, even with all the people missing, even with backups playing at every position, on offense and on defense. Come on, man, get out of here. These guys, man, if they could just get a shot of B12, if they had somebody like, man, just let me in the locker room before the game, bro, I'll have them ready to run through walls.
I hear you.
It's just the way I was raised, the way my pop raised me. At cornerback, he told me, man, if a quarterback is throwing the ball your way, what he's saying is you're not good enough to do anything about it. What?
Exactly.
I used to go out there ready to
Challenge.
kill something. And I think Saleh made
personal.
right. And Saleh made a mistake. I don't think Jimmy Ward should have played yesterday.
No.
He should have kept in those 2 young, hungry safeties.
Right.
And DK Metcalf would have been getting punched on. But yeah, he's big. Yeah, he's strong. But what we see DK Metcalf do is punch a lot of people. We don't see him getting punched on. Those 2 young cats that we had back there last week, they'd have been punching on that kid.
But Jimmy did have words with DK.
Let's see how you move when you get punched.
Jimmy, little as he is, Jimmy was all up in his grill. I thought that was going to get heated there for a minute.
No doubt. But yeah, man, we got this going forward. If we can just handle our business, let's start the season right now. Yeah, it's a short week, but so what? It's a short week for Green Bay, too, and they just lost, too.
They lost, too.
Let's go out there. Man, we got 8 games. Let's play these 8 games, man. Let's go 8-0. If we can go 8-0 or anything close to it, we're in the playoffs. When we're in the playoffs, that's a whole new ball game because we have our pieces back and those guys are healthy because they've been sitting out.
Shit.
So,
Because you give me
man, it's
Mostert
definitely not a time to
and
give
Debo
up.
back.
Who's
Yeah.
raising you people out there?
Ah.
Who's raising you people? Seriously, where you from? Where are you guys from? You from like Nellyville or something, where everything is just 72 and sunny every day? I'm from somewhere where, man, if you get punched, you gotta punch back. It's not
Mel,
gonna make
you know, you got a lot of people playing Madden, and they think that applies to real life. You can't. It's hard to get that to come over. They don't think that way, you know. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Fold up halfway through the year. Oh my goodness.
I know. Ain't
Go
nobody
root for somebody
tanking.
else, man. Go join Timmy the Tool Man or whoever that tool bag is that comes in here for testosterone, whatever his name.
I know.
Go join those losers, man.
Mel, we gotta
join
go.
those guys. Those chumps disappear when their team loses. They don't come anywhere near Ronbo. As soon as
But
their
not
team
Texas,
wins
boy.
or the 49ers lose, they will come in. Get them out of here, man. Kill yourself, kid. Kill yourself. I don't normally promote suicide, but that may be best for you guys.
No, we really do have to go.
I'm sorry, Ronbo.
It's okay, man.
All right, bro.
I
I'll
feel
talk
you.
to you later.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right,
Bro.
looking forward. Bye. Oh, God. Yeah, you know, it's an emotional game, man. You need to be talking. Some people can't handle talking about tanking, man. That's just no. We don't tank in San Francisco. Hey, Frank.
Oh, Ronbo.
Yes, Frank. Well, Frank, as you know, we're talking about the latest development where they sent Kwon packing. And Jimmy G, I just heard from Denise that sprain is to the point where they may think about putting him under the knife. You got George Kittle saying good night. It's not a good day. If Ice Cube was here, he wouldn't be singing. Oh my God! But how you feeling about all this, Frank? It's kind of strange how we crumbled the dirt all of a sudden.
Shout out to Mayo, man. I'm with Mayo, man. We don't do no tanking, man.
Yeah, I know.
Forget that.
Makes me mad every time I hear it.
Ronbo, we still have the talent on this team, Ronbo, to make a run for it. I'm not with no tanking, man. We go out there every Sunday to try to win ball games, not lose ball games.
Kyle is with you too.
Shout out to you, Mayo. And thing is with and shout out to Will too, because that's what I said yesterday about Jimmy G wasn't Kyle guy. You know, that was John guy. You know what I'm saying? So Kyle wanted Kirk. But all to say about Jimmy, if you go back to the New England game, Jimmy was throwing deep balls when he was with New England and he played Arizona. I think it was a Monday night game or one of them games a couple of years ago. If you watch that game, Jimmy was throwing, and they won that game, and he was throwing the deep ball. So I think these quarterbacks got to be in the right system. You know what I'm saying? And Jimmy G more of a type of quarterback. You know, he can play all the. You know, you gotta let him do him. You know, play action, or he not the Matt Ryan. That's what Kyle likes. Somebody to stay in the pocket and just can sling the ball. You know what I'm saying? No one don't move, just stand there and just try to build the defense. But we have to adapt to this new football. This which is now the league is driven with mobile quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? If you look around the whole league, majority of the whole NFL turned to college football with all these mobile quarterbacks that can run and that can set the play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's turned into. So we trying to. Only thing about Nick Mullen, he just got to be consistent. He'll have one good game this week, and then he come next week and he just stink it up. So he just can stay consistent. We would be okay. That's all we need Nick to do. Just stay consistent. Don't try to do too much. If you see it open, take your shot. If not, throw it away, try to run and get some yards, or just do something. Just don't put the ball in harm's way. That's all we ask you want. That's all we want you to do, Nick. That's it. That's all. As far as blowing up the team, no, we don't need to blow up the team. We still have we just got a lot of injuries. All we really missing is what we need is another pass rush, a safety, and we need a top wide receiver, Ronbo. I love our wide receiver core. We need a top wide receiver that can actually take the top off a defense. You know what I'm saying? Like a really number one. Because Debo not really our number one receiver. All he really doing is reverses and slants. You know what I'm saying? That's really it.
No, and Ayuk's a rookie, and KB is a complimentary receiver. But I think people confuse just throw the ball downfield. You need a star you need your TOs and you and you know who's really would have been great. The DK would have been perfect. He's big, strong,
exactly.
and fast as a bullet.
Exactly, Ron. He would have been perfect
type.
for us, Ronbo.
See that?
Exactly, DK.
But we can't be just throwing the ball downfield. Marquise Goodwin had many opportunities. They're throwing deep to him all the time. Everybody was. Both of them. Nick, Jimmy, he was dropping the ball. You got to get a talent. Everybody can't go deep. But,
no,
blame the quarterback.
That's what we need. I mean, that's it. We just got to stay faithful and stay true, man, and go out there and just try to win. If you look at the NFC, Ronbo, the NFC is weak. We're really dominant team out there in the NFC. Like, can we name a team that look at Tampa Bay almost lost against the Giants? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be real. Let's be real, y'all.
They pulled that game out?
Because the court met his name Daniel Jones threw two. They could have won the game. He turned the ball over, throwing 2 picks. They lost 25-23.
I stopped watching that game to come do this, but Tampa Bay Giants were giving them fits when I was watching. I was laughing.
Yeah, they could have won the game. The NFC is open. The NFC is not. I don't know no good team to be scared of. Like who we can't beat. Like come on, y'all, we faithful. We can still make a run for it. Ain't no tanking. No, I'm trying to get to the boat. I'm trying to get to the ship. So, Nick, Frank, we just need you just to do what you got to do and
Frank,
keep the ball
he's got a lot of talent coming back to support him. Now, Nick's going to have Mostert. He's going to have Debo. He's got Jordan Reed to come out there and take the tight end duties. He's going to have Ronnie Blair's going to be coming back. The defense, because those guys are getting tired out there on defense because rotation is short. Yeah. You could see a strong team when some of these guys get back, as long as we stop losing people each and every damn week, Frank.
Yeah, you're right. That injury bug hurting us, Ron.
But we got to go. Let me see tomorrow, okay?
Okay. All right. I love you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to everyone that's faithful. Have a good one, Ronbo. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
You too. Looking forward to it, Frank. Night.
Okay.
Okay, and there's thank you, Mr. Mahomeboy. All right. Emilio. I'm trying to put myself in a good mood, Emilio, because I'm feeling that 2017, 16, 15 pain. And Emilio, funny, because as I talked to you, I realized we went through all that together. And Emilio, if I lose we lose an average of a player. No, I say we lose 2 a week. We don't lose 1, we lose 2. Emilio, but what are you thinking, man? Because you know, as we go into Thursday night, here's a guy to tell you the truth, fam. Emilio, what's going to happen Thursday night?
Oh, we're going to win.
Ow! Emilio! Surprise me. You joking, ain't you?
No, I'm dead serious.
I gotta go watch Green Bay because they got their butt. Who beat them just yesterday? The Vikings. I think it was the Vikings. Yeah.
And the Vikings are not that great.
I know. We got a lot of people missing though. If we could, because the Vikings, the Green Bay Packers hate for you to run on them. Ask Mostert. So we might be. Let's see what Jim Hasty can do. Go ahead, Emilio. Let me stop talking.
No, it's just I think it's gonna be a hasty game. That's how I see it. It's just a hasty game. I don't, it sucks, and I think Mullins at this point kind of wants to prove he can play.
Oh yeah, he said so in his press conference too. It's not what you've done. It's not what you're gonna do next. That's Mullins.
Yeah, boy, basically that's not what you've done in the past. What you could do now. No, I really think he might have a pretty good game. He's gonna try to show out. Because, he's done it before. I know he did horrible when we played the Eagles. But that's the reason he's a backup quarterback. He has his light where he says he's good, and then he has his bad where he's just horrible. So that's why he's the backup. I don't actually ever think he's going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I'd be surprised even for us. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
And the whole Jimmy thing, I'm with everybody, sometimes it's like, it's time to get rid of him, but you can't, honestly, because it's the injuries. The injuries kill it. If I could understand if we had everybody, I could understand get rid of Jimmy, but at this point, you honestly can't. last year, yes, the defense saved them in a couple games, but then there was a whole bunch of games we were cheering for Jimmy. So Jimmy shows he can do it. It's just I know that you can tell like, damn, he throws interceptions. What the hell are you looking at? But I think they're gonna give him at least one more year just because of the injury. You can tell they don't want to give up on him. You can tell, Shanahan gets irritated when Jimmy does his old Jimmy things and makes his mistakes. But at this point, I honestly think they're gonna have to give him another year. They might not, but you can
find an alternative.
You have to give him another. You have to give him another year. Well, of course, yeah. Like a few people said, like
Rodgers
restructure his contract. Yeah. Rodgers ain't. You know what? Rodgers is not coming to this team. He's not.
Probably not.
He hates the 49ers because he hates the 49ers.
Well,
he's gonna try to beat us on
that,
Thursday. He's gonna.
But he hates that group. Well, he definitely wants to beat them Thursday. But he hates that people have passed on him in the draft. Trent Baalke. Well, I thought Alex Smith would probably be a better fit for the 49ers at that time. Shut up, Trent. You could have got Rodgers, and people told you that was the right guy. No, but so he hates those people.
That was more Mike Nolan. Mike Nolan was the one that came.
Was Nolan?
I made decisions.
Where was Trent? I thought he was.
No, that was Nolan. Nolan came out and said, "No, I looked at Rodgers. I saw Rodgers, but I went a whole other place. Another area and looked at a different quarterback.
McLuhan?
Was Alex.
Yeah, was McLuhan still? Was McLuhan still with us?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah,
right,
Trent.
That was I like to blame everything on Trent.
Trent didn't. That was all Mike Nolan's doing. So when I seen it, I'm like, I didn't know who that. None of us knew what Alex was. So who the hell is Alex?
And Rodgers over Cal just tearing up, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that was all Mike Nolan. So I don't ever see Rodgers coming tonight. That'd be a straight shocker. He hates the 49ers just for that, knowing they could have took them
and do everything.
Took them at number one. So
we gotta go.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna be back looking for you tomorrow, right?
I mentioned. Today is my birthday. I was trying to get a shout out for you.
Oh man! Okay, we got to do that right quick then. let me get a sip of this. Happy Niners birthday to my homie from way back, Emilio. Happy Niners birthday, Emilio. Happy Niners birthday, Emilio.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're doing that, you know what I'm saying?
I think we're gonna win this Thursday. I did the whole.
And we deserve to win too. All right, Emilio. I'll talk to you tomorrow, fam.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Man, if we win that game, Emilio talked about how Aaron Rodgers hates us. The hate will get deep. If we beat Aaron Rodgers again, do you realize that will be 3 times in a row? Rodgers had enough of us. Aaron, don't get mad. John V.
My man, Ronbo, what's happening, brother?
John, this is the thing I love about our group. See, even if you're feeling down in the mouth, we get together and we start talking. John, I can't tell you how much I feel better since we got talking, man. Well, John, I know the world is crumbling right in front of us, and we're watching, how your mom, she's out there throwing stuff in the garbage, and you see something of yours out the window. Mom! You get that, remember that feeling?
Oh, yeah. Oh, John.
We're going through that right now. But there's reason to believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, man. She used to throw away my jeans that had holes in them.
Right?
I bought them that way, goddammit, and she threw them in the garbage.
And she didn't know how much those cost.
But, Ronbo, I mean, if we didn't get together, I don't know what the hell I would do with myself. I mean, this just took whatever wind was in my sails. It just drained it, Ronbo. I mean, we can't catch a break, man. I tell you, I don't know when you call it quits.
You add to that, you've got all these jerks in the chat who were they knew they were on thin ice in their time, and we go in there and lay an egg because it ain't like the Hawks are good. So, they're laughing their butt off. Hey, Niners, we beat you. Boy, you clowns, man, your team sucks. God, they got 2 players.
Listen, their days are coming too, Rob.
I know.
They're never going to. What goes up must come down.
Yep.
So, their days are coming, man. Watch us struggle now. It'll be all right.
Right.
You guys are going to get a taste. But as for our situation, man, Robbo, I really don't even know what to say, man. I don't know what the hell's good for us right now, man.
Can we keep a player?
No matter
what,
we can't keep. Yeah, we can't keep anybody up on their feet, man. I mean, what do you do from here? Where do you go? I mean, do you just play the season out? Do you tank for a decent draft pick? I don't want to draft.
We can't do that.
I mean, I want to draft, but I don't want to rely on a rookie. I really don't.
Yeah.
Not if we still have a healthy window.
Risky. Yeah.
So I don't know what you do. Kyle looks like he's aged. So I mean, I don't know if there were problems, Ronbo,
even since the
before
season started.
Yeah.
Poor Kyle.
That guy is gray everywhere. Eyebrows,
the beard is
beard.
turning white before our very eyes.
I mean, what the hell happened to you, man?
Well, he wanted to be a head coach, so that's what happens.
He's skinny. He lost weight, Ronbo. He aged. The guy. That Super Bowl is just, man. I wonder if the team's just going to counseling behind our back, man.
And do you wonder what Kyle's doing when we're not watching him, when he's not on camera? Because here's a guy that's lost half his stars or more. And now he's going into week halfway through the season, waiting for people to come back. Every time the press conference, I hope to have this guy. I hope to have this guy back, but it's a long shot. And you feel so sorry for him because, like you're saying, he looks so down in the mouth.
He does, Rumble. He really, really does, man. It's kind of like the look that Harbaugh had when York and your boy used to trouble him after games. Balky, yeah. He had that shit look on his shit grin.
And he wasn't making any sense.
He didn't know what to say.
They'd ask him
Couldn't
questions,
make any sense.
and he'd mumble things and say things that have nothing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Jim?
He sounded like he was the coach of gladiators. He quoted books and stories and crazy.
Or he'd act like he couldn't
generals.
hear. He didn't understand the question. Coach, what are you doing? Just tell him you've had enough and sit down. You're embarrassing us. Funny.
Robo, I wish Kyle would just play dumb, man. Just talk in Spanish, misinterpret everything. Just make us laugh, man. At this point, there's nothing. We can't play football. We might as well start comedy.
Foaming at the mouth and on the floor, spazzing. All right, guys, I think this conference is over. All right, Kyle, are you okay? Get somebody in here.
Oh, shit. I mean, what do you do for here,
You gotta
man? We can't play football.
Because we got to make jokes. That's all we can do right now, John. You have to laugh.
We do,
like I was
man.
yesterday. I started laughing. I said, this is obscene. Where's George going?
I
Him
did
too?
too.
Oh, my God.
Rumbo, the family, the kids were looking at me like, "Are you going to break anything?" And I'm like, "No, I really have nothing. I broke everything there is to break last year."
See, we're all going to be in padded rooms watching these games soon. No windows, no glass, just a floor with padding on the walls and a screen behind a screen. I mean,
my God,
it's just ridiculous what our season turned to. And we were contenders like nobody else. And now look at this. You got trash fans in there talking crap. Who's John?
Right.
John, we got to go though. We'll continue tomorrow.
You got it, man. You got it, brother. All right, my man. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey,
thanks for being a positive influence, man. Because we need it.
We're gonna be okay.
My man, love you, brother.
Thanks.
Love the
Love
show.
you back,
Take care
man.
of yourself, Ronbo.
Thanks, John. Night.
Bye, brother. Good night.
Night. And big boys climb on big ring. Now, see, I read about this, but they're coming here though. It says they might postpone this game. A Packer player tested positive. I heard it, so I heard that. We could use a bye week right now to get healthy and give Nick more help. But see, they got. Well, then I forgot. Their players might be. They're going to test between now and Thursday. And if anybody else comes up positive, you're right. That game could be hung up. And then Kyle will probably be saying, like John was saying, the man is aging before our very eyes. Kyle's probably going to be sitting home. Oh, thank you, God. Jesus Christ. I've been praying all week. I don't need this game. So, thank you, big boys, for that contribution. And fam, I'm going to tell you what. Prayers up. I don't know. You know what? I want to play ball because it's Thursday, but I don't because it is Thursday. You know what I mean? I want to play because, we love to watch the 49ers get out there and do their thing. And I'm curious about what Kyle's going to do. Kyle, we need to worry about Kyle, though, for two reasons. One, he's running out of options as far as players go. I suspect, like I mentioned earlier, I think Jennings could be in this week. See, these are the exciting things that sprout from all this misery. We could see players. I want to see what Warner looks like because that's Krusty's favorite guy. And I like him too. I just want to see what he looks like. I want to see that guy, that other running back that they want to bring up. And I just want to know if any of these players that are back in the shadows, what do they look like? It's just really exciting being a 49er fan. It's nothing but a roller coaster ride. We're either way up or we go crashing back down. It's like and we jump slowly. And then you get to the top. That's what it's been. We're going to get out of this fine, though. Because if anything, and I hope you agree with me, we're going to pull up out of this. We've been here before. We don't stay down. You can't keep a good man down. Hit that like, fam. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Do that twice a day.